the JUSAC strike action is regrettable. It's not a desirable situation, but I'm sure that there are long-established protocols and processes to address industrial action, and those will be triggered to address whatever disputes or grievances that may have occasioned this threat of a strike or a strike itself. That is what I'm able to say at this moment. Now, regarding the alleged disparity between macroeconomic gains and the cost of living and the reality on the ground, I think that, first of all of us public officials are required to show respect and sensitivity to the people on whose behalf we manage the public purse. So we are not allowed or permitted to exaggerate the impact of government policy beyond reasonable limits. So we can't say what is not there. It does not mean, however, that where there are clear, indisputable facts, they should not be asserted. Or that when people attempt to distort the facts for sectarian and partisan gain, the facts should not be corrected. Mr. Yeah, it is not accurate that all the macroeconomic gains we've made have not reflected in the pocket of the people. That is simply not accurate. Now, I have endeavored to look for absolute, authentic facts, because I too am interested. You forget about the fact that I also live in Ghana, and I go to the same markets and I patronize the same services that we all patronize in this country. So I know for a fact, and it is not disputable, and I say this with all the reverence and respect I can muster for the people of Ghana, that there has been a decline in the cost of living. I don't know whether you own a car, but anybody who lives in Ghana and bought fuel under the previous government cannot say that fuel prices have not reduced. Look, the vehicle I used for my campaign in the Abra Sebu Kwamankese conference, and the roads there were pretty bad, used to cost me 2,000 Ghana cedis every time I filled it. I use the same vehicle today. It cost me 1,400 to fill it. That is a saving of 600 Ghana cedis. Mr. Yeah, if you went to the pump in 2024 and bought fuel at 2,000 Ghana cedis to fill your vehicle, and today you buy same for 1,400, you cannot say that there has not been a reduction and that the stability or the gains in the macroeconomy have not reflected in your pocket. That simply cannot be true. What are the facts? There was a time when fuel sold for 23 cedis a liter. That translated, therefore, to about 115 Ghana cedis, 103 Ghana cedis a gallon. Because in Ghana, we use 4.5 to determine a gallon. Today, it will not cost you that much. It will cost you around 67 Ghana cedis a gallon. That is a reduction. Again, in terms of the cost of everyday items, look, I have a list, hundreds of items. I have endeavored to check, and all of them have gone down. And as a matter of fact also, and I'm an MP, so I know that when the 2025 budget was presented, Guta was summoned by the Trade Committee of Parliament. And these questions were put to them as to why they have failed or are perceived to have failed to reduce price accordingly when important macroeconomic indicators had softened. Guta produced evidence of a list of 4,500 different items whose prices they had reduced. They gave that information. Indeed, it is contained in the report of the Trade Committee of Parliament. And Parliament is a house of record. It has gone down. Yeah, I go to the same market you go to. So I know for a fact that items that I used to buy at a certain price are no longer at that same price. A sack of maize does not sell for what is sold for under the NEC, under the NPP. A bag of rice doesn't sell for the same price. Same for a bag of sugar. A box of cooking oil. All of those ones have reduced. Indeed, I have obtained data from the ports. Komla, if you managed somehow to purchase a 2024 Toyota Corolla Salunka and brought it into Ghana in April of last year, the home delivery value for a 2024 Toyota Corolla would be around $19,000. The duty that you were going to pay on it would be around $7,743. The exchange rate at the time, as of April, was 15.46 Ghana cedis. So you are going to pay 119,778 cedis as duty to claim.
Kwaba Edeba TV XYZ to so baby a wo a wo hwe me bia wo a wo tie Power 97.9 FM so me kwaba de be fidi kasi so when him say Hana Ghana kasa Hana Ghana tie the biggest political social program ye de bro Monday to Friday your friend inside politics na ye de bro into baby a wo bia no memfa won sanka fidi no menkoso nda ha ya make house Sambri akosi 555 fidi come where na information education we here na FM ma wo inside politics jumedie no so we say eduru sabri a na baby atadin so obi ebebetie mekoso o man Ghana say jumedie so na ye bo man Ghana hunkro ye di o man Ghana honkomo say ebekwaye yebeka enkwaye so a yebeka edi amije so Nicholas ya Owusu ubetumi Afromike Nicholas with the chief driver ne kanwa na we kubekra memo aha memo good afternoon baby awa wo hwe me baby awa wo tie me bia menim say wo the nation's capital Accra dia Ghana's finest radio station your friend no Power FM 97.9 FM Sasona will call some part of Eastern, Western, Ashanti just regions ahuri na bimun said to make a 97.9 megahertz Sasona will call multi TV Digibox audio channel Power FM was what no so betumi etiebi ye ba affiliate radio stations are afa dwumadi bia e bia sharp 106.9 mami chia na beyin ne dom make us say edidemo secondi takrade ene ne mpotem papa wo fa ne fiama ne eche se ne mpotem ehwe yina so a eche Western Radio edidemo ra kofiama boa and radio station no so well emblem ne mpotem Western Radio alajimo o afa dwumadi bia pempem etie mediama fo mutie wons my memo ye ba yenim na ye ba ye bono and a half wa tichi wa half no half original capital and Nananum 92.5 FM the station with ambition and them more a year a half for nutrition for non feeling important a half region muina your question for south sound quarry a hot na edunum radio war some part of a western north session in important so etie edunum radio omuti agiatum programmer your friend inside politics edidem sa yako a half region wana dia yankwanta ehona charity 99.9 FM wo make sure Tano North no so edidem ankofu tie bi ho ye ba Tano South bechem ne potem high radio afa dwumadi bia no so edidem gidigidi pa empempem etie wo bechem ne potem yako bono manto mu a bono manto me Doman West ho na Nkrumah Radio Nkrankwanta border town and also omutie bi ho ma some part of Ivory Coast so ensa kebi omutie bi yakọ Savannah region Ngiligi FM make us say at the demo ho papa boiling in potem sa so yakọ Oti region make us say Buem FM afa bi obuem ne potem sa so na Eniwase Radio Jessica ne potem at the demo ho pa yakọ Volta Capital, Hoa, Hona, Volta Power, edidem ho 94.1. No so ma for dwumadi bia didem pa. New Global FM so afabi and na ni number of affiliate radio stations o ma for dwumadi am pempem etie bi ye mo ina kwaba edeba inside politics dwumadi so. Na me pa cho bebre TVXYZ ye didem pa. Wo ko multi TV decoder no so TVXYZ was so betumi ahwe na wetie dwumadi bi sa so and then your satellite ye bad digital free to air me pa cho no so SYZ TV yɛwɔ so a no so betumi ahwɛ dwumadie bi na bibie etumi akonkan yɛ streaming o Facebook yɛkɔ TikTok a yɛwɔ hɔ yɛkɔ YouTube a yɛwɔ hɔ Power 979 FM Facebook yɛ dem saa ansana TV XYZ Ghana ne so Facebook yɛ dedem wɔkɔ YouTube a XYZ Broadcasting and also edidem a obia ehwɛ dwumadie etumi etie bi ma bibia etumi akonkan enti wei na meka sɛ Ghana nyinaa no meka sɛ edidem a obia etie bi na obia so ehwɛ bi na mema wakɔ aba edeba dwumadie so sɛ mando twedi ampo nyankopɔn ase a na me yetiafo enti mo hata suru yɛ dan ase pa so odi ndedue akyɛn mampo ewia da so didididi a ɛbɔfa me ne wina enti de eteno no the production team Mr. Kelvin Asante or the executive producer for the show ono so make say ono na watwere bibie gu so akonte bibia kama ma metumi abetena ha me execute na bibia etumi akonkan saa so na TV crew na nkasa no modano ye TV director Mr. Raf Jampo ono no direct affairs ne ade o se ni ko na say de ko ni say you na say yes saa na TV director direct affairs kama wo kɔ hɔ a wo behu ni nua Peter Elder Peter Cranton Pentecost Elder pa ono so o MC Arobio chinchin and infridie kama pa wokɔ hɔ a ne nua ketwa Abbas musamni ni Abbas oyembre dodo Abbas mo weni nyeden ohumi ose Abbas mo weni nyeden wate yo ono oya shama ni akwala aba ne ni embre dodo Abbas so support Liverpool me penasem welcome cool and collected bi chiano pa Abbas bo adwuma ho yakwa sound abojo se Mr. Emmanuel Nete ono so ho nete oho na body se hu ose memfe mbo ana memfe nto yo nete wo ho papa nti ono so ebo mechi dom MCR for yaba cameras a Uncle Willie we drew harder than Monroe studio ha no do harder than ose ken adwendwe a me doing na Chelsea na me say be what Chelsea be ye pa sa so na nunua Kofi the boy and man friend Frankie Kofi the boy so ha Francis so ha omona kita cameras o mutwa me mo bibia wo bia so humi na kama na eba ne nsiesie ne dia lazy papa bi o sese me junction ne junction so from ko inside lazy papa bi ono so na we siesie me a yede ebegyina ha kama na yete ha yebesomo ne nyina no ye tima omo bomachidom me di dwumedi bro but cheme ye fiminua Edem Mark Anthony ebia wutie Power 97.9 FM Edem ono so na wo power ho a o chinchime free nim fruma wo power ha o hwe se sound bibia didem wo Ghana ha bibia wo bia wutie Power FM nti Edem Mark Anthony wo so mamemfa na sekese emfema wo dwumedi a wo so wudi wo Power FM ho enti memo bibia kwa abasesi ade yikodi Xmas yira new year no kra no sesi ya pay mu pepe enti obia ye na adwuma kama obia di dwumadi oso di kama na bibia etumi akonka enti bidi se hoye mesome hoye ye ina anya ya famu de na yemfa mbo my concro Ghana ma Ghana entumi mpem na enkwa nanim fi se aban papa ba enti obehia se menu na aso ya ho kekeka no obetumi aboa na aban papa aban bibia di mu na bibia etumi aye kama mamintia chairman Sofo Osman Dauda one nunua chairman Delaguda mamintia chamo papa my cooperative mining responsible cooperative mining na wa boso gangwe mo bo adwuma pa mi chechia mo sa so na mintia Ebenezer Agbanyaga no so owo apinto responsible cooperative mining no so obo apinto ne important mamintia minua Ali dodo na friend no takwajata takwajata mi chechi papa ansa na takwa woko takwanso ayem constituency chairman NDC chairman no ho no so mintia no chairman me didi say wo ho ye chairman Danlad me didi say wo ho ye pa yeda obo ade ase enti de eteno no na bibia boko bibia dedin yesi afefufrum ne niam kwa na ekoso na bibia so ededin na sam amba na wode etie wo se nipa owo opposition a de bia no pese okofa bibiba de bia no okofa pese okofa bibiba na yanhwe ne ye a eya na ye ma sofudwuma no sofudin sofo no ye bu nanimtia because sofo de anche wo ra parliament na wo kwahye mra eto se bia kansem nanse no oye very handsome nice man obi aka wo hu se but ensem ayo osika na fan otumi fabricate natural die bi ne ade no eya na e wo de te kakra eye hwan na make na asemi enye obi ase Ascent South member of parliament your friend Reverend John Intim Fojo. Reverend John Intim Fojo. Reverend, eto se bi atrone doso. Reverend Intim Fojo ditro. No kreno no. So for na daw so na ma eye bibie wo ho. Atro. So for to me ditro sa Reverend Intim Fojo. Atro no doso. Reverend Intim Fojo. Atro no doso. They be an opposition or person can be. Well, nice man, but so for Juma was a resident pastor. When person me bow saw anything, we quite easily go now. One order a year a saw nano, but I are true the and reverend. Cassan sama wokan and fatal. A trono dorso. Yes, so to dinner would detro. What boatim per se? Ube ditro guaban so. And baby na plain be a besi one a the cocaine, the sican and I say in Sembe Bray. Reverend in Tim Fojo. Reverend Intim Fojo. How many times? Na my book the Reverend Intim Fojo. I try no do. Now my tenant say, Ascent South member of parliament, a friend of Reverend Intim Fojo. I criticize your buying. I describe a buying. Say, or ye covet a introduction of a controversial sexual rights and gender identity beer. Where content be on per se obudu ragana education system no mo asama waka no no o per se di ragana education system no mo na ono kire se eye bibi bi omudi ewram a eye 2-year physical education one dwumadi bi omudi ewram na kire se teacher no omoma no bi ombe use supplement guide bi a omudi be develop na eye 2024 no omo edit teachers a ombetumi implement a new SHS curriculum we introduce the aba. That's mean a Reverend in Tim Fojo aka. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Dikayaka. Sasabiwa. Woba ye nananmo mugunsa. Gana funtie ni ye. Nananmo mugunsa. Ye beka say ye traditionalist for. Adi omuchiri. Sa tunu muni sa supi ni sa niema no. Omo ninje ho. Omuchiri. Ye nuanu me Christofo ade omuchiri ye nuanu Muslimi fo ade omuchiri me amen kofo Hare Krishna Prabhu mu omuchiri guru mu omuchiri Hindu fo ina chiwade a omuchiri na opeso ditrobi de to aban so sa aban e fa kwan bi so no de be room but when say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Christian Council akoho ono magwakasa we declare say me Assemblies of God ni na me chiri waka several times in opposition obey president bi me waka wasem so chiri na ade ye chiwade ade a o chiri omma sebio ye mfam be hye ye books vi mu mfen che ye daachefo ade no MPP aban e be kaya omututu sa na mom kwaje sa 25 million euros bia no mo ya no mu die wuram a mu hu ye bo mutu je mu jae from the fucking the gati da che enkwala no enso Reverend Intim Fojo de kwadu aban say oh aban yi pese o sign this ade ne be ship and kra bia nim sa na ti o ne kra bia nim enti mo ma yenkwe na yenkwahwe na yentie Reverend Intim Fojo on LGBT Q plus ni mekeka ho a o ka se aban pese kinchina achen udure education system no momenkotie otrofo Reverend Intim Fojo.
Yes, but Honorable, we have seen the Minister for Government Communications say that you are being overzealous and also you get carried away. But one thing he says is that you were in government when this was introduced into the curriculum. How do you respond to him?
That is most arrogant. You are voted to come to power, and the parent who voted for you whose child you have introduced LGBT elements into their teaching and learning materials, teacher manuals, and being taught that they can have sexual pleasures and feelings very absurd, and gender should no longer be about male or female, and it's about whatever they feel, and they can even feel both, and you are poisoning their minds, hundreds of thousands of these children, and we have caught you red-handed and asking you to do the right thing. You are insulting us that we are being overzealous and we are being carried away. So the millions of parents who voted for you, whose children are in these secondary schools, whose taxpayers' money they use to pay you, you are using the taxpayers' money to pay yourself and to print textbooks that are LGBT-laced and poisoned. You deliberately introduce it in. You have been caught red-handed. You have admitted you are going to find a way to remove it, and you are telling these parents that they're overzealous and they are carried away. That is the arrogance of power. This is the most arrogant height that a government can ever express. But that is what Ghana has voted for. So parents, you have voted a government in power, and you voted them who campaigned on deception that they were going to protect you from LGBT elements. Now you vote them in power. They have printed teacher manuals with LGBT promotion, and when you ask them questions, they say you are overzealous and you are carried away. If it must take us, some of us, to be the watchdogs, to be the gatekeepers, and to be vigilant and be carried away and overzealous, so that we will save the generation and the mindset and the values of our young generation, the young vulnerable ones, so that tomorrow LGBT, transgender matters, these absurdities that NDC wants to introduce into the constitution as they have proposed and have already introduced into the textbooks and into the classrooms are a thing of the past. You can call us names, but other parents, many thousands and millions of parents whose children are in Ghanaian schools will also be overzealous, and they will also be carried away, and they will do everything, I assure you, they will do everything to protect the sanity of their children, because whatever they teach them in schools is dangerous to remove it. Because if you're a parent, what you tell your children pretty much will be compared with what their teachers tell them. If their teachers tell them something else, it doesn't matter how much you preach them. If you're a pastor, it doesn't matter whatever you preach to your congregation. What they are taught in school carries greater weight. It doesn't matter the Quranic recitations. What their teachers tell them carries weight. And no amount of libation can be poured to unlearn that. So we must be overzealous. We must be carried away to protect the sanctity of our culture. And that is the arrogance of power of a government who came to lie to you that they were overzealous about protecting LGBT rights.
See, allegations and some Reverend Tim Fojo. The Bia says I want me who saw your software would draw. Fan for yes, I could resem. Sofu pa. Oh, I know about him no person ma sembi ba. Reverend. Enti uma unko for more asans out. Omo ya papa sofu pa. Aya wo go asans out for any master. Reverend Tim Fojo. Ensema wo ke no kura bia nim. So hata wani di trosa. Abai. Reverend Tim Fojo. We did Trodo. A Trodo also, Reverend Tim Fojo. Now, make us a government a spokesperson, Ura Felix Ofusukwachi, and so I responded to Ura Reverend Tim Fojo, the allegations, and Akacha and say, Unye, some more can't bois, and the Caribbean in Hawa, or to Papa on the throne. Dosso, young Conqueti Ura Felix Ofusukwachi, a brand or the Mamano. Abra government accountability series a course.
About LGBT, you say that he says that government is promoting LGBT. The Reverend Tim Fojo is a good friend of mine. He's my neighbor. When you move out of AAK, you go into his constituency. So I have quite healthy relations with him. But I think that sometimes he gets carried away in his advocacy. I have a friend who describes that conduct as overzealous charlatanism. You see, he was in government when the comprehensive education curricula was introduced, and we had similar happenings where there were things in there that we found distasteful and at variance with Ghanaian cultural norms and practices. There was some public outcry. I think that curricula was withdrawn. Even before Reverend Tim Fodjo went out to make these claims, the NACA itself had withdrawn about 700 or so copies of the manual. It is a manual. It's an instruction manual to teachers of physical education and health in senior high schools. I think there's just one line about the description of gender, which proved problematic and offensive to the sensibilities of the people of Ghana. That has subsequently been withdrawn. Indeed, I have been sent a copy of the approved manual by NACA, and it does not contain the offending words. So that matter has been addressed. Government certainly is not about to promote anything that is at variance with Ghanaian culture. So whereas we welcome scrutiny, it's important that such claims are toned down on. Overzealous salatalism, it is not something that we should encourage. It is not necessary to attempt to put what is not there in place. It doesn't help anybody. Yes, you can draw attention. Clearly, this would be a slip, or that somebody was not paying too much attention. You understand me? But it is not government policy to promote conduct that is at variance with Ghanaian culture. And that is that the NACA has taken remedial action and the matter stands resolved.
Honorable Felix Kwacho Fosu. No, they told Edwano, no minister in charge of government communication. Watch him. I say, yeah, papa, and I say, honorable. Men can say honorable in team for Joseph. It was a beer, no whom I ban. Yebekaya na bemu MPP time. Omo de sa complementary sexual years the rema Ghana fu hu ye tiantian mu kai na ban na ban entumi sidua entumi anka nche Ghana for se minjin tumda His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo Parliament ye omu bibia wie assent to nanyembra wentumi amfa pen and six paper so anka hwe amfa ho entumi anya hwe ana yedididi ma yeto abawie president gukoto nani mo se o Ghana fo ibi mo de akokot ntumi nya sa se menya abotre omude ne crocodile Jones a ne delay ye na yentumi anya ho hwe ehse na MPP aban ne gitumutumu supi sa ne ma no gitum ye hu se Reverend Tim Fodjo agi atu yetete parliament say no wentumi embejan say na do sign and Ghana for mu bibisa we are Ghana no what bibisa say Reverend Tim Fodjo to me be kan say na do sign no your deputy minister of education na me say den or your deputy minister of education ni ministry na no mo predecessor jumedie na be shema ye nkwala ekosua I say me pa meye tunumu me pa meye supi Ghana funtie ni ye no ye deputy minister of education enya ministry bio na ye sa ministry na Tim Fodjo Reverend Sofri no wo ono aso ministry na kwaje sa enieme ya 25 million euros sa mo ya na nchomudi ewrem na Ghana fu hu ye enti dia na wo ye sa ministry na wo yentumi ehu sa wa ye board be jon say His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo me ye sofo minjintum ya antisa wa ye bida ya antisa wa pay makanda enne de obegina ho opese wo ya ma asem su nifie Reverend Tim Fodjo asem nifie me se asem enifie nso opese chenchena ma asem ba fie na ehu so no so ho oh no de tro no de abetum na say wudi tra ye pew brebe yi wa no ye be fa wo be yi wa no na wa franco of we mumbro ye be fam yo because wudi tro a 20 ye say brebe yi wa no be kirem be bo aban no because wo kan aban papa nti wo kan no so ya te bre na wo evidence febre na ye hu kwan ye betu sa na mo no ono no wa fa ni kirem pose ye bi obeka asem bi de guaban no ho fi nso na ya akohrisem na ye tro shame oh ye tete bi mu sa se asofudin de bi mu so sa na ekosa na nye Oh, where's I know who go send south for any massy? Ye body and say, member of parliament, the massam south. I send south to MP. Who go send south any massy? MP pa, they be a tro, sir. Tia cassa send south for. Now men him go say come. Why? Reverend Tim Fodo. Why? So baby throw the go send south for. So says I bang as Excellency John Dramani Mahama. It's not way to me a pay marker. I say, on a dear on so to Munton, Yadio Besso so not buying on my quine. Education Minister, Raharina Drusu lawyer Nimapa, or Sanya Muslimini, and the Chua de Kra, haram. We did throw say, they be up as all Cassini who saw her and said, eh? Reverend Tim for them fatal. What's one men pesa me body and yet I saw from Pennyphone and Casa, a resident pastor was easily gone. I saw, yes, say be or ye, associate pastor, or a residence pastor, a year branch, or no, down easily gone. And I saw no common body as on Pennyphone, nay, because more papa or dash one and found no, or yes, so from Casapa or Ghana. I am one and Casa. Now, Jumedio didn't suffer, yes, sir. And only soften if you want step down. Names on your sofa. Name was in Tim Fodo, a tron odi. Na engine tum. What the Reverend at all, so this they be a cohisem. Says ya say, my bay, if Rosa be you are no up na o Janet not here. Mumbro, which why a tro no di. Ah. Sana mo go so fully be Reverend Dawes. Why? So be yes, Tim Fodo Jama Oyen. Na cohisem and some or can nim. Dear Tenono. And that's your Vice President Pepe B. Mamio Dende, a year Professor Jane Nano Pukwa Jamai. Or the name Yamko PMO, Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment. Now engage a year stakeholders on a year ongoing initiatives at Hoa Ministry no Eddie Abba. I bet to me empower Ghanaian youth. And the idea and all koye. No mukodi nkomo and then I was no you minister in charge of a youth development and empowerment a nua Giorgio Pariado do na friend Pablo that first your tonsa frame say membre fie na men to me anko Pablo we share na ye hu staffer omo ministry ho obia twe phone ni twa ma me because ye ma me boy adwuma pa nti abra Mommy ra ministry hon on na ye hui we ra ministry ho kama pa na o engage stakeholders or no mudi nkomo e fa no kwan a mebu na omo man mu yeso e benya adwuma ye yensa no ndwuma ye suansua ene me ekoso ina no e be hunta abro ofika mo pie no sa na tie ni chief of staff do gina ho no ora Alex Sebefia ene empanifo mo youth ministry ho eno na yehu etwagu television so no na for the benefit of your listeners mechechi mo martininti ya ma me no mamma no flowers kama pa na waboni nsem na staff no baba obi ani age aban papa ba nti mampani ne na bedi echire obi ehu osema mentwa mo bi na mama Ghana ayede mama Ghana ayefe mama bibia ekoso nti ya ma me na yehu no na odi ekwura ho no ministry ho a yebe yenkonkotie na no disem abro ko pie mo ministry ho so ensema odi tuja mama yentie.
I'm particularly excited being here because this is one of the ministries that I was very, very happy that we put in our manifesto. And maybe those of us who have been blessed to work around the youth or with the youth, we're speaking for myself all my life, I have no doubt about what the youth can do in this country. All you need is to give them a little bit of push and you'll be amazed what they will do. The youth of Ghana are very, very innovative, and I believe that you have a lot to offer this country. I'm not surprised about all the things you have talked about. I'm not surprised at all. And I'm very happy that even in your setup, you have gone beyond the affirmative action 30% and you have done 50%. I think that's very, very impressive. And I want to encourage you to keep that up. Definitely, in your sector, you'll be working with everybody and everything. It's almost like the gender and the women and the children. I know that normally when we talk about the children, automatically we all consider the boys and the girls. But for a very strange reason, maybe just me, when we talk about the youth, sometimes we don't remember the girls so much. That is why I'm so happy to see that you have taken a very, very conscious effort to redress this unnecessary imbalance. So I want to congratulate you for that. And as I said, the youth is everywhere. Where are you not? It's like women, where are we not? Okay, so you have to collaborate with every ministry. And I hear you about supporting you to work with the other ministries. You can count on us, because we must all recognize that the work we do dovetails into each other's area. And there's nothing about my territory or your territory. It is about the territory of the country. So definitely, as I said, youth is in education, in health, in agriculture, industry, security. Where are you not? You are everywhere. So it makes your work a little bit more challenging. But I think that in the long run, it also makes it more satisfying, knowing that you can reach almost everywhere and every corner. In terms of, let's say, industry, for example, industry is not one thing. It's many, many things. Almost like education is never one thing. I hear you on your reports that you gave, and sometimes maybe some of us see gaps in the sense that when we're talking about our youth, yes, we are very interested in our children who are learning at different levels of their own self-expression. But I'm also always very interested in those who are not in school. I'm interested in the young person who is pushing the wheelbarrow in the market, the person by the roadside who has 4 or 5 tubers of yam on one arm. How about this person? How do we factor in his own dreams? What are they? You see, so all I'm doing is to draw all our attention to the fact that the youth, women, children, education, whatever, should cover everybody. And even more so, those who are falling through the cracks. Those that we don't seem to be paying as much attention to as we should. It will be very interesting to find out how about the use of violence, of drugs in these other areas. And those of us who've been friends with the mental hospitals for a long time, there's so much that you hear and you know. So I just want to raise this out there.
Enti dia tena no Professor J no Poku Ajiman and Okopmo war a Ministry of Youth Development and Empowerment. Now on your Mukodin Komo Efan initiatives are Ministry here guho and the idea or more year Jumanebe Buagan and Bebuno, or Mobe Power Gan and Mebuno, and Hong Komoni be no Kodi, no. Now young Kotier a Minister for Youth Development and Empowerment and so. And you'll be as Honorable George Opariado, on also Nensamo de To, your Vice President and him, Yenti on the Sombra.
Madam, our challenge is things that are mitigating against us as a new ministry. Our programs are underfunded, and if you look at the population dynamics, this is Ghana, the youth ministry. I say that more or less our minister for half of this country, because between the ages of 0 to 14 and 15 to 35, is about 68% of the total population. Yet, this is a ministry that is less funded. If I tell you my budget allocation for last year, you laugh at us. But we are willing to do more and push so that we get the programs running. If we're able to fund the YEA, what we've been advocating for is that the 80% communication service tax should be given to the ministry and its agencies, because that money, per the law, was to support youth development. And if we are giving all that amount, we are able to fund YEA to run many more models, the NEIP, and then the National Youth Authority, so that all our programs will be given the needed support and funding so that we are able to get the best results out of our young people. Unemployment is still high, and so we need to find innovative ways. We need to get all government agencies to sit down and see how best. For instance, the Big Push project that is happening, we should find a way of bringing on board labor-intensive there's a program that Ministry of Labor used to run, Labor something, where people within the communities, every country, labor-intensive public work, because we have a lot of artisans, and we are still training more. Yet contractors come and bring in people from outside, and so the local economies are not supported. If we look at that policy properly, for instance, the Big Push has the potential of creating close to 800,000 jobs based on what we have done within each catchment area in which they find themselves, if they will only engage the locals to be part of whatever they are doing.
It's George Opari, I don't know, then I know this same two Jatre, Madam say, that I call a youth a ministry one. I'm say, well, form kakranti, and painful shemu kanaka cram say, on mine ankasano, is in Mebuno so, na bibia it to me, ako and kansa. Mamma fan check a semon, nana wusu, or productions. No, ye move your mommy re mupa. Nana wusu. Mam ye movie a star kakra. Nana was mamincha o sunyane, onyami dihin electrical shop, maminche chop papa say, we screen bohoke sena more inside politics. A main station while behind a MTN building, and Munti, Nana wusu. At saying, because say, no, mammy, bolum, manumbi, and answer mobile 2013, or this seed in the brain fresh. Wosunya me temu pa nana me checha oni wadwuma afu nanya me de hene electrical sino me tise mo biemo pa a obi ahwe mo so amosunya na amadofo manyankofo nyina me ba mo ne motena ye pa nti sunya de me kai mo pa nti sunya my me checha mo nyina be da mo nyina so ase hona me fia me ba ha nti me da mo nyina ase mo ye ma me tisunya afu nyina me chia mo na enra ye nua eye Malik Basintali kopie mu wo in the office no ne staff ne edin komo kakra say ebeduru bribi na nsemo kokona Basintali ewu na wenya stroke ne mekaka ho enra ye nua Basintali kopie mu wo in the office on no the executive officer de ma youth employment agency na on the staff no edin komo no odi chudwa ase kofu so yare bai mom nipa yebo nipa biye to me yare Dr. Wacha say so biye to me yare obia betumi ewuni na awo mo boss ru wonti so yare o say no to say uni bibia aka fa ho but mo nim so ye nipa yi a moje din mo afu sanene ekobe die oye nipa obetumi ayare bibia betumi aye no enti maye hwehwa ne say Basintali assign abadwuma oye adwuma anti obia mianani no nye adwuma kama no momfa mua na bibia entumi nkonkan anti edietene no nyame betumi etunsa afre ne nde ha no muslimi ni gidie ni say Allah ono no bo yen anti sala nto se frewa eno ano no obetumi akọ between nsema mu kanyina no ono de ade a wakọ aba utukwan aba anti say sia no be ye adwuma the message e ho ni say ye nua Basintali koya waba so yalio na wewu na etisenyo ni nyina no Basintali etumi akọ atumi aba anti de etene no bibia etumi akọ enkan anti yemfa ne sa na bibia anti nsemo mkokan na ye nua Basintali nyame atom oso waba awahye adwuma se sa fake news ene sensema nkofo kaye na wewu ni metese nyina ono waba omotua adwuma no so tie nua Basintali me amadam fo pa mo akwaba pa koso bo adwuma di pa na wudi edeboa youth employment agency no koso na to aso Basintali de meboni din because ene na na she power ase wo ɔbɔ adwuma yie papa power so ɛhyɛ ase ne na pempen na ne basentali na ne ne di dwuma nti yɛma no akɔ aba ɔnkɔ so mbɔbɔ adwuma kama na bibia entumi enko enkan nti deɛ teno no nti baby edri say LPM se no Victory garlic mixture ansana okay nti deɛ teno no Victory garlic mixture okay Victory garlic mixture onye binom ya pebinom na a drop kama pa anti Victory garlic mixture na make for ede amamo na a drop papa anti mompe bi na monum Victory garlic mixture na a dra ye can for ede amamo be pacho wakoma bo prepare to se bia wonse no 9 titi weni su ye kusu me can for Victory garlic mixture ede amount ebo ama mboja ne di efrusa ne yi anti per Victory garlic mixture ne bi na bobo na ebebo yi pa na bibia etumi akonkan
enua Victory garlic mixture na wati ni dinatiatia ni se na edro ni tie na no pasem ne se edro we adwuma ye titru pa ne se ebeboa ananana ne srade ewo ni badua ni muntin mu ama ohu atɔ kura ye dika obabi wo ho a okonfikyire a ema edro ewu nya ye Victory garlic mixture ebi kura ho bekɔ a ewie wo ansa na ba eye Victory na wuhia wunya Victory no ma na busumi biara ubenya ofikyire akwa empa ho kura eno de akira obi wo ho a ne ti ne tedwa no obi wo ho ye adwuma kakra bia no abrɛ na nakoma bɔ ne periperi ni nyina e mogya entimi mfa akoma no nkwa adwen mu eno ne kɔfa saa de ne ba ɔdɔfo mesrɛw so wo ho na wonsɛm ta adwew ebia wonsa no sei ana wonam ro mu na esi fam no kura adwew ana ayatufo sɛ de ade fom ato mpaboa mu a ɛyɛ Victory na me kan fama wo unum Victory asa no na ye bobɔ so nyina no ebegyae de ɔtɔ hɔ anadwo a wontini na wohia Victory emframa nyankopɔn de ama yɛn sɛ yɛ nhumi wo de wo nhumi a na wo tie so o bra ɛyɛ Victory na betimi aboa wo ye wo bi wo so a wo ho ana ne yɛmahye no a obia na ne ka obia nya ne hwe obi wo so na koma bɔ ne periperi ni nyina mogya ne ntimi ne afusa ne ye wo ni padua no ɛdura wunya yɛ Victory garlic mixture de watwa bra ya bia ya na se kokodue ne nam no no ye ne basa ɛyɛ Victory na me kan fo wunya Victory bi no a ɛbɛboa wo sɛ doctor de wato aduro so sani a ubetimi anom Victory na ka waduro wonna ne se waduro no na abɛnum a meat aduasa no anum we so na abɛnum a no anum Victory no so achi meat aduasa wo ye ne sa bibia abɛde kama ma sɛ wo nase tata wo ye agya ho adwuma a mesrɛw adura me kan fo ama wa ye Victory garlic mixture mesrɛw nipa ne bia bia danse a yɛpɛse yɛfa wo ma danse na tie na sɛ wo so kɔtɔ a wobenya saa danse korɔ no a
ntwe mi mpedwa mi ntumi ni di mi yare so mene ko be 12 years di man no nduro mojeduru 5 minutes de kin matutu ana se na meti TV no ntumi na me hwe na mu se moto nduro bi esi Victory herba Victory garlic mixture ne mi ntoduru sa ba moduru no asa moduru no eye papa ntumi ni di o mi din sam no me di Africa no se di ya na fi insana fi no ntumi di bi afi mi di ma edubone sa wi semi eno so no ntumi di eno so mi gbamu sa afi de eno so be du no ntumi di bi afi hu de me nya no na ti edu no kan o TV so a na mi kutu bu ni no edu no anopa eni awiani anwure no ande no si afi nyampala mi no bibia ntumi di mi si afi na toyota mko ya black masa modro no die edoniye na nyame nhira mo
ajime pa me problem ye menstrual pains nda ne kakra mo so me nyame menses no bosum ni ma me bre pa me brankasa me timi to tondro no na ne se manti se yesi ye bidro ha na makoto be bia me we mtimi fa ka ekọ obi kru so ekoto bidro me timi no bi tese na Victory ni in fact I don't know me die wo mu die me ko tobi me tie advert no TV so sada na me sorry anwunwe na me ko toye na dana me say ade yi to me pa de mu no moja tropa yi to me pad no ti me twa to me phone so kura say ha adwene a enka me de betum aka ho na mo ahwe te say so wa hwe ye kwa ka se me bia me ya bo hye na me no maduro bi te say efi sada na yi sa moja tro no to me pad no me nye mezi se no maduro e ma me hu sa e moja se bi like say kwoti te say ni nyina flow kama ti victory tie mintimi enja ento ho te to de bia na mo ba ba so am mo mesoma ba so na edon ne me di hu adanse
obi si me de cholesterol sa de boni e na aba mi nipadua ma ba di atenase wadro ye victory garlic mixture se wunya victory no ma cholesterol no se ne nani e density bia no victory be yini nyina afiru nipadua no odofo wo pedia to anama ne 024 2545 633 0242545 and now 020-129-3280 020-129-3280 victory mkunimdie ne adebrem
Victory Garlic Mixture say omona monologue almost sponsor enti de etene no say the monologue na Victory Garlic Mixture ona na doctor no almost so yase a de bro nti ebeda almost papa Monday to Friday bia no ye monologue de bro na Victory Garlic Mixture na eboy ti edom de bro nti na yete ho asem no enti de etene no ensem mebre na egu bamba so a ye bedi ho enkomo papa ende ye beti a lawyer Kingsley Benny Stephen Kennedy ho onona oye deputy managing director de Ghana Post ye beti nka wa ha saso na ye beti lawyer Dennis Oforiasi Edu ono so ye beti nka oye member of the NDC National Communication Team ono so ye beti nka papa medical culture sende ensem gu ho na ensem akorisem ne atra Reverend Tim Fordred no ade a and they betue no to the okota crowd esi ebotue woto ye beka ye beboniti so papa wodwumedie so a no kran bebi a hye bi ye beka ho asem nti wi wo fidie ne fie be ha me yie pa ma enkoso na nda ha because ensem no bebre na egu bamba so keno for riata enho nsem no so the detention no ekosi sen ibedi ho nkomo enne Felix Kwacho Fosu ye hu say or the government accountability series in the buy and so one sem to say New Patriotic Party NPP because say do fiasema mentias because ye person ye responsible opposition and ti say bibi so koso ne ade a ye tumi kan bi na make us say when Professor Frimpong Boateng wakasa as a san NPP no omo fake for NPP members in fake na ohwe the current executive national executives na they are fake MPP members na asem no mu na omo kan say professor you say omo ton sa fro neck no say neck no omo ton sa fro na onko munti o Professor Frimpong Boateng so onko no omo say neck President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ka ho o say they are all fake Professor Frimpong Boateng yamnam kan yo omo say Professor Frimpong Boateng say what's the national executive in a faker Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo one Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia almost can also omu na a fake nti Nanado ne Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na a fake na some biom so awaka ne say MPP aman ekuo no mpese omudi ye koso a enye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia because we di kan kaso ne ne boss ni na the former boss ni na they are fake and then we will delve into Dr. and I say Professor Frimpong Boateng sem no na oswetie bi na onim say through Wednesday so dia ahani hia me yie pa na me ankasa me wo me ama dance dia me kafa ho jiri memedru me chese me kan say Francis Uncle Fred doctor ebe say akomesi ne so no ho po cha speed onko izo yeah Doctor di bronya de bro say doctor bronya de me me pedro eh wona mu say yes me pedro doctor di bronya de abo hampa ne ka ma no me si me hu bi ofia hada Francis Kofi the boy Willie also king who said and say mashishe tonic no mashishe because me brem sorrentem. Nam yes or said and say first now I say the boar abon but say si adie and then by Willie me dink or say king a drew ni drew na the hamper be see ho red can buy ana ye hamper no me nuanu mi etumi jampe ka say empedre pe hamper on say drew something there inside. A power specialist herbal hospital. Omundro Omaye, producers of Edu Aya herbal Malamix. Edu Aya herbal Malamix. Ono na me ankasa madansi die makama doctor at me nuanim se me bo amon kam so for hwe. Me se na nsenche malaria pa me obi amenta nyare. Me se me bo no goma. Me so na malaria na afa baby akọ. Me ko test begin answer me be bo no na mo se minim se malaria cry or malaria plus wo. If I say malaria plus na ha me say me born na me ya vomit you born go adetin na ekọ oba man kan kire eye me ana me no me nya me nua bi na no me ka kire obi a na esi ho no edu aya malamix sa so na e wo tonic on na we listen na obre eye no nim sa be ifo bo no so ban no se de ade o onu me bi ese na nsen wa ye kama anka wuli on no hwe ni phone so no sa so na e wo kalakala ana mo nganza kalakala ono so eye kama pai ono ye typhoid is dangerous betumi atuatu wonsu no mu ina test na hwe nti wonya ono bi ebebo SK stomach upset umpe bi mbobo na ajiri de me ka say yima body say na body aye say hu wo eye MCI ho Rafute yechiri Mr Kevin Asante omo ya no de barricade be si ha ya ma doctor nko ombeji ansana tobone wa ewo bi ho a wo bona flames wom na ka wo bosu pa no so ewo ha your friend cough care ni na no eye power specialist herbal hospital na eye doctor wa ha me gina no di asem naka nti doc afisha pa biom edro ni adwuma sa meka pa me hu bi da so de hamper ba Mumuja hamper fedru something inside. Over to you, doctor.
Medase. Ebusia ya mwakwaba power time bre atso power specialist herbal hospital. Yadin chef ya Dr. Penia or the hospital and doctor. Akosia adu aya ho de mobibia bibia ojebre na ohwe power time. Debi ensema kanya ne se adasidia enkrofo difa power ho TV so radio so internet. Ene emia hodo no wonso be ka dansirifo no bi power specialist herbal hospital dodona fen last stop yo Kumasi won crime ena ye water crowd Kumasi ofiyase ye ni Jasper Flint station di enhwe ni mu wo aputo ja contrase kwan so Lake Road ena ye wo akra wo kwabenya ACP kwan so ne block factory no edi enhwe ni na fita crowd ye wo Anaji Estate Customs Road ye ni single washing bay ni so di enhwe ni mu ye numbers no ayem yensa famu bia ne frey wo fra branch na ebe no ne ama direction ba ho na wa baji wa yaresa numbers no 0555 79 78 78 0200 38 38 31 and 0244 54 44 22 Monday to Saturdays and ye di ejuma Sunday penny da ye ejuma even holidays ye ejuma or your branches in to be obia bia say holiday nimpo do ejuma ntu benya kwan wo de bra wo ba lab papa bia wo hia sama ye oba ye difibetwo mu so hia sama ye scan hia sama ye x-ray ye yes ani mu nyina wi aba bia wo bia empo na wo UK ni US ye hihye wo musa komodo nti so Ghana ha ne bia wo libo wo takwa wo pando wo ho wo ye sama boy ba bia wo bia hihye wo ho a brano sabetima ka wodro na so treatment no ayi smooth di amount to dia bra fire de ne brown fire de ne ma ensan fa nko the brother said it's a baby you make sure say you treat just symptoms you tackle the cause of symptoms no etu ade no ase ama hoto nyame adom ayaresa e wo power specialist herbal hospital and then they kan a wo hwe power time tiniye what test hepatitis B positive saya di we ya de ba kwa obo di pe edin ebo obi adwene mu eye power specialist hospital sentini se nyame adom ye ne ewo aduru a ye de saya de we etu ase ba bia beko bia ye se o ya de ne ni aduro obi se ni aduro to akotena ba bi na no se what test positive no aka cho se wo so ya de na so de amawa dwane tumeka bra power specialist about hospital and sana Oliver no asha se essay Mr. Pa enko se wadaji o baabi hepatitis B die ni master aye power specialist about hospital nyankopad me ne wadansidie aye chesa empire re no ye wanu odu edi to ase yagia wodo Ghana eni amonone wona wodi adanse wo TV so ne radio so awu report before and after treatment e kan ho edi kire obi ya ma obi ehun adansidie aye wo enti yagia baso bo bebre power specialist about hospital enkrofo fa ewiemhyen wona wo UK US ni ade ba biru so mo ade hyemu bagi no de sande omo na resource papa omo de ba no e ade ehye nkurane ti say ya wo say ya ukunu say ya ba say ya unua bi so wa test hepatitis B positive na so hyede mo esu mu nyina mo nsuru gojam say ade we de na wie ya no no a enne ye kanfo power specialist herbal hospital di amount say ho de ba bi a wo kwa ya de no be fu mojam oba anya so ka so hepatitis B no ania mo odo da bi ye be ye profile na confirm sampa ya de no kra wo ka ho asam no ewo moja no mu obeye liver function test obeye viral load count wan ka so bo hu na modo do a ewo moja no mu wonu mado no kakra kwa ni mu a basa ye bi bo hu bi so atia kodu na ama woni da so ahye nkwane se ba bi waba no waba the right place nyame ya dom na okoye bi no say target not detected yemfa no saa yenimpo e besa ye profile na confirm sampam wan ba hokra ye de enu mojam ti ye kase treat hepatitis B ya de no ko negative a ba bi be kwa lab bia no e negative bon ma baba no waseme kwa ha ne esemo ya de no me ko ye say negative afa me ko minya adwuma me tu kwa me ko ware me ko ye medicals ne say hepatitis B na saba hepatitis B ya de no enko nsa amba tie ne ye pa enye ya de a wunya no anyhow yes obi wu fifire kan wabenya bi wuki so obi abenya bi unu obi anya mpam kita obi abenya bi send is transmission no a true body fluid anya no kre tie ne ye pa baby obokwa kwate sasem bia obi okra sa ya de no so ye oba na bema enti na braso so ware obi ase ne power say de bi onware on person de ya de kwa kosa obi hepatitis B anya sexually transmitted disease tie ne ye pa emu obi ahuna mu obi na daw Mr. So test hepatitis B positive fa tumeka fabra power specialist hospital ye ni nim ya de ne sade ete ye ni nyame adro ma yeduru a ye de sa ya de we etu ase emu obi ahuna emfa hye wadwene mu se ade no ya wuta se ade kye na wu unu obi didi na wanya bi enya sa nete nti so person hu nsem yiye na person de fu mo gem kura ko negative a bebe akopa se so do ni kire a power specialist herbal hospital ye Kumasi won crime ena ye wo takrade ode no a fat liver ana a liver enlargement obrebo no srade ada ho obrebo na ho no ama oyefu no ayekese oyefu no ayedenden obokra be ye no scan be we no san wa sites just nsuo esata na yefu no mu na ne nase nyina tata wani aye very yellow wodonso a Johnson ne tesa Lipton ana se Coke tie ne ye pa Mr. Entina homa liver no ensai ansan waba de bia meka say ansan bo so yefuna hono no so liver na sini say yakwam entenei a wo hwe power time woni so wo aye fat liver wo liver enlargement wo liver cirrhosis to make fabra power specialist herbal hospital yakopa dom ye de adro so nko bia ba ye fe na do ya liver care obenya bi ato na dative ni so no ebe ye liver no hodwuma kama ebe hili liver no kama ama liver no asan aye mono asan aye foforo ade amount odi na kidney stones and kidney cells wona sasha say etatai usisi echi lower back ho aya wo ya hyehyeo ama severe waist pain and for kidneys eni agro Mr. Fabra Power Specialist Herbal Hospital we ya be ma Jones osmasha say eye basabasa da bia meka mema ya ha kase pa mu baako aya Jones ho nsam eniema de sa Jones problem na ba dos da bia meka say enye Jones tentem bia na ya diabetes tie niye pa diabetes our symptoms no na yade ahodo bebrebe senuma na sensia e the same symptom Johnson baba no waya se nyina timi ya waya so ya say tan Johnson ntimi mba watchman sana Johnson aba Johnson aba no bemu ya ahyehyew wo Johnson wi atenka sa Johnson bi akam wo Johnson wi ni moja di akire wo kwa de aba ni nyina moja nko a e bia your prostate e betima your bladder that is cystitis e betima your kidney betima your ureter na so urethra be ye untreated infection gonorrhea na syphilis bia baby atwam nya na fe na susun sanso na ba entina ba ye mfiti preko pema waduro symptom ba ko abeka no be hwe ne ma betimi the same symptom no aba ne hu the cause of odie no say the same symptom we no junso ho asam no obi dey diabetes obi dey prostate obi dey way enti ahwe the cause of odie no a ne attack the cause ne atu ade no asam ho ato me say number ne 0555 79 78 78 0200 38 38 31 and 0244 54 44 22 odi na ya osa na how e kom do ayem yo yedwane toy ma bia ya na obo afono bi kura timi fe na me say osa e kuro enyan obo no ha nyina yo ya de kopie wachi kase mu tutu ahyehyew o ya ho hwe nyeye ya na asamfo bi agina oyem gastritis onsa no nyina timi atititi odi dia na adwane djabo indigestion misro osa betimi atete on kwana nyina osa betimi ma afon aye tantantan enu nti samle doctor akoso duaya edi eduaya SK aba that is stomach care ekro bia wo ya funu mu no wonya do ye bebuawo na akumukro no say do na osa say peptic ulcer ebetimi atu ase ede amount wo de na ye malaria na how what test malaria positive wo hia eduaya malamis ebetu ase 10 2-3 days ebefu boja ne mo na say ukon anaduane osotia na ete kokata so ntumi na brebia ye suboja so ate ye bo moja wo hia eduaya herbal tonic eye mojaduro ehamanu ade eye mojaduro enuanu nko a ene yakeka bomu a ye de eye sa adrowe na ye wo kala herbal mixture typhoid pa Debian Crofoko Hospital omonu yomunyu no omuti pa omo omu ayehye omu hu omumre ye baye no malaria test na negative doctor did make us our money malaria treatment mi wa no malaria no onibi ebi na ye typhoid uhia kala herbal mixture ebetu ase 10 ubawa na uyi ahraye ne moja wo mu okokotimiri say tai wa koma ebo kim baby biara ye problem awo chest ho say ya wo lungs say ya wo heart say ya die na ekoso no we hia eye cough ka herbal mixture we eye chest cough na ye wo jiri ka jiri ni deni ne honam se memadru me vitality ababoa seso am abema wa bema mu a bibia be kon kan ede am bibia to hebedo bia no kwa ye nu no ebi e wo ho no misi o kuma se won kran ene water kwa de compostion minimum ye mfase kan wonya hebaten ba mixture ne bia ye no so betim aboa ye wo do ya ointment o ya dwumade na bi twitwi na oda bada kama de be cheno na ho atọ awale form pa wo umenu nyina momra ya de bia obi ase pampa body na wonum sciatica na ha bone fracture ni nyina no ba na se ye massage kama be ye ama bibia koyi ede ama kuma se ofeyase yani Jasbo Flame Station ni din hwene mu aputoja kontena se kwan ne so Lake Road ana ye wo akra wo kwa benya ACP kwan sare block factory no edi enhwene mu takrade ye wo Anaje Estate Customs Road yani single washing bay no si din hwene mu frey 0555 79 78 78 0200 38 38 31 and 0244 54 44 22. Nyame adma da senesa be say dey pom de hun sam no ebebro ken mame encha director general of prisons Mrs. Patience Bafu Bonnie and afi chief superintendent of prisons onu assign deputy manager credit union prison headquarters Accra Mrs. Esther Etuahene nyame adma da sene sabre anso yenbo san ede ehia biem
Mame fa asedam fe ma doctor Hideba ofi power specialist herbal hospital or de apomodin ho komo or de bre yen make us say enhwama mama omumu so eduro ya o na omo bo ho time ni men kwakwaja abofo nka tombra ye ba me wo bia so ye de beto aso.
should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596-273-546 or 0596-273-547. This advert is FDA approved.
Na ede na ya obeya oda forma so ne yafunu emunumuni.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also ya reya titi me ben fie pi na so ne yamu nyono da. Se me cho no ahodo amato a me hunu hwea. Ebe ya nwanwa.
Nenye ni se, what ulcer tamfo Haxa capsules, any Haxa mixture, yanum bom kutia ulcer no bia mano anum. Anka no hoto no dada. Ulcer dro die, eno any Haxa capsules, any Haxa mixture.
Ankom ni nchiremu.
Ulcer ye kura, eto ye funu ene ensunumu. Etuma wo ye funu ekeka wa. Wo je ho a enye. Ulcer etumi ema wo ye cheko, ebra wedidi ewie. Somehow eye ulcer there. Compare Haxa capsules, any Haxa mixture. Nanum bom na ho abeto.
Predudu etua, ko okanshi drug lane, Kumasi Dani Herbal, Takradi AA Mensa, Anafre 020-3822-855. Approve about Tanya Wama on more from the four, and then more from women feeding you no encounter. Haxa capsules, and in a mixture.
All Satan for FDA Aji Edwedian Kratui Atom.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to a butler who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. It's a beautiful place you have visited.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your world's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off Densawon Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 Ga West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Obrabo eye adwumada. Ebwa eyam aduane. Ebwa eyi insa free ni peduani. Na ebwa woni pedua ma etena ho yi. Nanso, woni se niema a yedi na ye no. Timi ma brabo ye adwumaden sen pote.
Mehunda. Mebrebo ye adwuma pa. Ebia sese mitumi ye bibi bua mebrebo.
Ani,
And waiting about the lift it from the Moses Clinic, we have also herbal food supplements. What says it? The barber go. Ama a year, Jumaji. Fatopa Yanino, I'm a panny and you might. Now a bomber burble ye, Jumayi. Sunny Baya, a bit yam a journey a woody, a sissing pigeonimo, a new moving singing.
And no, I'm a burble here. Open your lift kit or pharmacy, herbal shops, and supermarkets are a bell. So what do those way to up? Fresh 0244 068447. Lift kit. One bread war, one Wikipedia. A dream and your marking for a ma emma or man for, make a more for our 1 year in few doing. FBI GBD Cratui Atum.
If a crown a minisika, et ye me free.
A he for pa na menya bosia, a diatre me jumaim.
Can cry my bread, me busia at a taxi for. Suhum Rural Bank. Suhum Rural Bank.
Yamamwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ya won hye ya hodo bi te se dwadefo abosiam, ekoko bosiam, susu account. And it does wo savings account. Me bada chain savings account. And the keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Na won so wetu mi aka se.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti mepa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank. Growing our heritage.
Kwaba biom do ba TV XYZ so inside politics jumedie and wasugo sui and I will share with TV XYZ so no make say mbredra ye de apomode hon komo bakwa kem so ye de bro otria herbal powder oh me kan ya doctor de media mame otria herbal powder me pa cho we be man oba osisi ye wo ya na say me kodi bro nya water cry de me call na me o lady o sini sisi ye ne yanti onante kakra ne afi nti me pay bi ma no adanse di ti we kra magi say next guy kwata kra de bia me de muna ma odi akọ o lady say opemi se mu de no o didi say my doctor de mama ha no no cry ye bo say o beto kwata kra de nti e de tene no be ma no ba osisi o ye koko na ha wunya bia ebebo ye papa se be ma wa embre wo mpem wunya otwe herbal powder ade a ebebo oba wo bu nsa obi ati mani bi omobo someso a won se obi hu se akosia mansa adwoa na ekuya the time aso enti bon se I say wo ka bibia na ne bu afu eya me blame omo ni na yes our problem ni bia enti in the first about china na ba 18th ene me ka ho ni na wonya otwe about powder bia ebebo edwumaku om de buy from Divine Hope Herbal Center na producers of otwe herbal powder enye na Ghana ha baby eton adro bia and some ni now dark and lovely ano or de beboye dark and lovely akwaba bibi aboko de or try about powder ni ye adwuma
ano de ni bruta ewurade nyame
tie for I crado ahwefo hwe fatu mai
me da say kin order for one more akwaba Divine Hope Herbal Center ya so ye kese o Kumase mekuru abusia kuru ajanhye ho de ebutu ewie enumere oti yenka yedu anwaso ye de abadwa ma so obi adi hu adanse ene otwe herbal powder me pa cho eduro yi adwuma anwaso a ebo no ano edene obi adi hu adanse obi aka ho asem esane adwuma eduro yi eye me pa cho TV uyo obi a wo sisie mu hawo uyo obi a wo sisi mu tatutuwo uyo bi a woda sori agise bi atamudo wagina ho ana wo ye maame wo sori kodwa so koton ne mawie wo sori agise bi ekukuru de wagina ho ansan watimi agina ho driver ni drive wie a wo si Africa mu na ye dene me pa cho ye ochia herbal powder unya binumu a emfa ho ne ba bi a wosisi yade no akwa akoduru timi yi obi wo sisi yade no wagye de ato ne ho so de bon ho asafo hene me se da bia me ka kiro no support stomboy
on support Shatawale na so da bia wo de gi akinye se wono ne sisi yade ka ne ho a obi an konkoda da bia de bon ho asafohene se agye se bia awa ama awo ba bia na ne sisi yade ka ne ho eti da bia wo de bon ho asafohene pa cho wo yare wo ye be ma kro na se wo de saade we bon ho asafohene a wasem mo boburuta esane se wo ne oba na wo ho uni baby girl na wo ho wo sisi ne kura ko ba kura edan sei na sisi atia faso me pa cho yo chia herbal powder unya binum wo sisi yade bia wo so bia be ma ema wuntimi nyina mu yie no nyame tumi e we adure mu nti be ma be apem konkoden me ka kire wo nanu ada December nim shows ahodo e koso krachi bi odi abayo bi pieye koza ma disco show yi bi ko chele abayo no so trimu nyina se de wa krachi na mana feedi no eno no so be mana feedi bruta du abayo junction akrachi ka cha abayo se onsi no won kenkenkeda abayo no bizan se men keda se wose de mehwe wa bre abayo so nkanche ne se wa bre wo boa ni sisi yade edu no so onya de abayo du fie se kim boys be se de no ko lose match etimpa cho o ka kira abayo ne se won kenkeda unya o che herbal powder no mu a bema umfa obempie enu oba junction enka nchene se onke no kenkeda da bi eye impossible ne mo be ka kira bayo ne se yenke ne kenkeda abayo ne bejo so sampa yekeda eyo twia heba pada me pacho nya binum oye bema ko ntimi pacho bema twom tie miye ebirum frɛ ne a omo se otwia modro ne pese yenum ne atesi yesi munum ye bema no ana yenum ye bema ne be kese me pacho nya sa ne tie se uwo koko yade ena koko ntiama obema na elengelenge tibiye koko ntiama obema na twom koko ntibema obema na reduce me pacho onyo ochia heba powder no mu a esa wo koko yade na ma na afia sanso atwom bema ne de aba esa ne se nye saa ena nyankopon de bo wo onumtuni na candidate wo se nye saa na nyame bo debi bibiribe wedi akitikiti efrihi me pacho onya binumu a koko yade enam so ma obema na twuma ye lengelenge no me pacho esa wukoko na atwum bema na pii esa ne se bema de wugina mu yi a ya na boa pa eyo twia heba pada me pacho bia wonsu koko nti okwan wo minimu se ote obi di ni minimu bobi ti sa nye dopineshi nye Kwame Yuji nye Shatawale de meka so da bio de minimu bobiti asake ya twiegu software so a ko da bia meka kire ko yi ma piano hit bebe de wo ho bana ke de to Spotify e monetize azege yi diska me pa cho de yetimi chimfangu software so we na wo se wo upload na koko ya de ma wo kwa minimu obenum adem ho de afiri ho wonsu koko nti utapu sa wani obi apusa nani sa mu nani nyina yese ko match class het na ni koko aka no ho ni koko ka no ho opusa nani sa afi no hu ma bia won fanwura me pa cho yo twia heba powder nyabinum na koko ya de nti ama opusa wani no obedi ho de afiri wonsu koko nti yam tabom eni otena ka mu a transport car ibi enfon se trotro mana boat no order on driver penalty ubeti de yam kurudu sa me pa cho yo twia heba powder nyabinum na koko nti ama uyam ebom kunkunkuru no me pacho no so bede ho e de afi hu oye oba koko ya de afifiri wanim amanda bia watwi makeup atwa esan so pese o polish so de cover koko no so me pacho enye no ene anupumasi bere no me pacho we na wo se wo pe o twia herbal powder oba koko ya de a ama wanim wayi makeup a wo pie da wo nye makeup be pie de bizaze na ho ani me pacho yo twia herbal powder emfa woni ba bia koko na fifiri wo unzo bia koko sabi uja na ya ne moja uja na ya na mama wo me pacho eyo twia heba powder nyabinom koko ya de me siba bi afifiru bia unyo twia heba powder no mu a ebetu ase de ama edroi ne nom enyanyono makacho se unya ba ku se ya ana okọ pharmacy shop ne heba shop auto box na box ni sei ne sifate da bia mekacho so bu ho call so okọ ba ko na mienu ato emwa okọ pharmacy shop heba shop o Ghana fa na ba bia udu aso o ye ma box no esem baako 50 aduonum ohena se wuntimi 50 no a o de ose ma half 25 na jefako because oyade no usisi yade ukoko ana oba wonso wuntimi wafichiri ko no ensisi su yie no se wokona se bia akoto baako ana mienu no emwa etu uko a box na obetimi ana waje half nso a na waje no na o de ko no wanom ne baako anapa baako anumiri adrenum enyanyono ote ebinom sɛ package ne kura ne kuma mo no etu wuti sɛ de gu cup mu a ensuo no ayɛ ne muhumuhu enye nsuo no hyehyehye pa da bi te sɛ de wo num tea no normal tea no saa pepepe uti gu mu a baako anapa baako enumere na wanom mepacho aduro yi enka enyanyono da bi empege wo so obi wo so osuo okodwuma a de na bi ana pege no da bi empege wo enchihye uye tea kura timiti edigum de yansa wonfa milk engum na wakanum kama no wanom no baako anapa baako enumere enyanyono package ni ni efe pa eti ama aduro ni so nom so eye de sisiyade a wo so no tie ni sisiyade a wo so a be ma wesi no entimi obi bese entreke na bia o ka to eke won se entreke etu bacho unya ochia herbal powder ni binu mu a wo ba osisi yade ya loko a ema osisi ntumi entreke no me bacho ebeboa emu atimi ato eke e ochia herbal powder nya binonom oba wa fichiri ko ensisi so yie obu ekọ be se 3 months 2 months ni embaeda me bacho wadru eni ema no mu de ne de da wo mu ni unya ochia herbal powder ni binom na esa wa fichiri ko mu hawde ama no na watenka nso atwene dia kwa akọ hye akire no na etwe dia ba olibido no tiemie oba bia tenka hu hia no da bia meka kire wo oba bia no ya wo na bate asefo asase izu a na tenka ehu hia no ekaya ntisika wade obi mfa ne nkonkotena fie kodru ho ne kunu kwaje match ba ku biemu a wose ne kunu emunya dene etine ex bia me no wo ka say still kura wotimi kura ntua kwa match no oba beda pepa na no ho eti ma feelings mu hia wo pa eti oba me pa cho watinka atwe kwa akire no be ma ni nya otwe ba pa da ebinum sane sisimu yade sane kokore de ma no twini be ma ne ba wusu nya binum ma wo fichiri ko no sisisu yi a na ve watinka so twene de aba na mu mienu mu hia mu atum sampa eye feeling bam eye otwe herbal powder me pa cho nya binum nso na setaye titiriti me pa cho wadru enie odi asiatica intine we to asia besi ya nas ne ya na eta atwetwe me pacho wadru eni nyabinom na wusisi yade ukoko oba wa fichiri ko mu haw be ma koko ntu be ma na atwomo no eyochia herbal powder pharmacy shop herbal shop ewo Ghana fana babia o sabetimi aka me pacho wo asama ya Bim City unya du Presby Junction me pacho House of Drugs o sabetimi aka bi second important babia wo bia udu Kesben FM abronsa kese na se o sabetimi aka bi Samson La Pass important babia wo no udu Angel FM abronsa kese na se o sabetimi aka bi Kofodia Gapson Pharmacy o sabetimi aka bi Tema Nanabo Ache o sabetimi aka bi Kasoa me pacho monso mo famani Enchire Educate Pharmacy e honso o sabetimi aka bi Ghana fana babia drobia udru house ope ochia herbal powder je number no na frey 3 numbers in a good screen so bia obetimi afrey yen first number no 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 and 0550 63 90 37 0550 63 90 37 and your last number no 0551 22 8281 ochia herbal powder ejetu ato etiseja ne hyewa kin obeba
ejana hyewa obeba menda dark and lovely asiye papa so de nkomo hwehwam de del odi fi ochia herbal powder asoye divine hope for odi aboa yen hwe no de abre yen ti ko na kopa bito hwe weli ho den a obeji ochia herbal powder Francis oja camera na chi ndo se mani wom so mensare nka bi eda meyentwa ye ho mbra ye ba lawyer Stephen Kingsley Benier ono oye deputy managing director de Ghana Post oha saso na a lawyer Dennis Oforiasie too a member of the NDC communication team ekuku da mina me no mo bedin komo ye krado emom etwa me ho abasesia.
Hello Ghana, payday is here. Stand a chance to win instant cash prizes on Review Scratch for Win, up to 100,000 Ghana cedis to be won today. Get ready to play Review Scratch for Win to win big on TV XYZ. Stop scrolling and start winning. It's simple. Dial *850*6# on all networks. Choose your card type and select your lucky card for a chance to win big. Play with at least 5 Ghana cedis or more. could win up to 100,000 Ghana cedis in cash prizes instantly. Yes, you heard right. 100,000 Ghana cedis in cash prizes. Don't miss out on the chance to win big. Dial star 850 star 6 hash to play now. Review scratch for me. Scratch it again. Maybe scarcity pound. You must be 18 years and above to play. Terms and conditions apply. This game is regulated and approved by the NMA and the Caritas Foundation.
Wakwa Babium Duba TV XYZ so mo amutie power 97.9 FM. Make say kukudam na jinkonya atna so ensama egubamba so na ye ba ebede ho nkomo. Ye wo lawyer Kingsley Benye me just Steven no Steven Kahobi ono oye deputy managing director edema Ghana Post or ha sa so na lawyer Dennis Foria Sietu ono so a member of the NDC communication team ono so or ha nti ekukudam na many omo ebedi edwuma ende law and our lawyers ekukudam councils my mama akwaba na me mama official paso and say ye na kasa phone so ba ye share dan
afini share set so ni dika
bibia amofie hoboko de Western of to say because what fear what you tired na yenche o fear pa
sanity this say fear boko nyamiadom ja president Muhammad Daruma said the man asumdwe wo mu na watimi aboa ma no ma ba form no said the imam ne kai no we 200 utimi nyamo anwa ntos ene akokọ kra ka ho nti bronya no so na ufa kroma amanfo edi pai yes nti yedanya ase do mampani so asese watimi aboduma so amaye
yo but saying
obade adum
na otiti saying
otidi ye oti senia menu kan no bronya ne de yedi
yedi no ti ana odin cry
midi kakra oti da midi kakra won cry activities no na doso na ohwe senia Ghana for far bronya na omunya ya nanka bronya ne ye emre bia yetimi extend na mi be na lawyers me ensa amini omo wo me fem mami nchi omo lawyer ya Ousua na Ebu Hoxin na te omo mami enkra de ne say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Juma oye no oni ni minister si ye no so many but mo problem ba akupe na problem no transport and he say ministry no etu anamon bi a yes ema ni je ba system ni mu a amanfo ni age sesenia ye po adwuma omo piso ye bre but this time ko ye office no wo bus stop bi opposite na wo gina office na soro ho na wo tu ani hwa na onipa ye mobo nipa bo se amanfo nyina mbe den no makofi
I say we festive season
itama 8 buses bi no ba mu na amanfo ani die no ekoten series crew still amanfo be full because e be na amanfo ho
ahin Accra ha no em say after 7 eko 8 no utua double
utua enti no say unim adwuma untimi ntoaso no nhyase so what I say untimi ntoaso nhyase amamanfo ho ahihan mu amanfo ani agye amanfo obɔ mu nsem ombɔ mu nsem te sɛ nea obia light siso obia ani agye a obia frɛ eyi honorable Gina Paye say honorable nipe any yes sister Toffee
nipe of him origin
himself yes sister region yeah any yes sister for Toffee almost bomb modern no twaso no mpo nka omo tremu na mafo bomb nsem mo so I'm saying ka eye to mo modern na omo nkeka omo ho e no na mafo hwe na mafo siso omo de no be ka ho de a anhwe ya MPP ni de enya begu
mem say ne ade an so ye be di konkomoma me say dey push this agenda no or send obi di two manim say we festive season no mu hu bass ni bi omonti ye be hwe na etumi aba say car bi aba family car bi at the time ko for the say Voxy say your friend say national road say ye fo ana ya hwe ye hu you know so drivers so mu use no so
to us an edwane me ko cancel crew cancel crew na un say e kwan no so ono e kwan ne papa e wo kwan no so no mo so libre ko bro half so e wo ho ma
bia ano e bi friend of say man craft you say
yes me kweko yeah man craft ye ba kono for na 2ms what craft but where dey see me kweko
e dey wanya crap reposo
what say I'm busy friend na bi so say friend me kweko
come go
and tank it was hano
some power
me kuma se kwa na medwen ho
enya some people
go kuma se kwa na to se bia wona kwan so otumi ja kwan na kwan na ya fa kwa na amfa wo tire yin mo ko we jejeti ho no utumi ja kwan no
na unam yeah
enya
easy okay almost serious no time say be ba nkomo egu bamba so no yen hwe
yeah I'm said that's one important issue
can say yeah bad say
say yenim say Ghana yesum obi a Christo obi a Muslim ni ade but at ABC 31st night on Kumasi Accra what is say kwa no see
time
only that time with that forest no Preku forest
no so bankra be
no me free by me ko
who ko fie
the first
ne fie for try yourself wono mo kosom
I say cry yeah so who say koya do ye ka
Germany
mantimanko because me lock yeah block ko
what say bi mu di
main road na have the security implication
pass asem ne no
be company form ya adwen ko because ya wura from enche na
another program ya umbe another
ni kwase bisibium so terrible.
Esi pen 2 years ago ye ma the same na afi na akọ jira.
Enti yes pa obi ngo bi adwuma na mom no. Ye hwe hawa saade no enko so bio. We na nya kra.
So no nim se
se kompa. Yakobon na boae na nya driver bia. Omo mo twika akese bi ono woni bibia.
Tese wonim sa to be fa ai
tene nim yakolo
bi na ade no lock out bi ndane hu ha block wo dane hu akwan
wa bregu
enya some kituwa o
nti wo gina ho
ye da ho ma de achi ye duru about 12:30 am ye flew around 5 p.m.
The next day 5 p.m.
Yes.
Me color be do 25 hours na be kasa.
MTT the
police poor na block kwan no. Omo na block kwan.
We na wo kan we so be kasa.
So ahu.
Nyame sumu ntisa.
Can you imagine?
Been a Dumedi or so could declare when to
it's so serious. You better say even more coy. If I don't be 90 per free. No serious.
That's almost so free con what I
you obedi yes kasa ada no.
And yen sika ho but obi so
nti ye be say ye be ya yen hwe arrangement.
Be yes kan e bi so aboka.
Say bia. You bet my say I mean crowd management. Say cars no cry no. If you park over baby, na bus bi
afa wɔn ba
ɛde wɔn akɔ what I say we can arrange big towns no and say because na hamte
law me dan wo so say asɛm ni fie na asɛm aba na ye wo sofo bi okrom ha say we ye second time ade bi okotwe nsɛmba Omama Yisu and an insembly, Reverend Tim Fojo.
Okay.
I sent South Member of Parliament, Sandy Abu Boom. Say Becca MPP time. And one quadrisa 25 million euros with some Becca say.
Yes.
On person only to
sexuality education.
Yes, we me. Honestly say NDC advance super so the same. I didn't say me brave. Felix Ebeyina no. At the but Bequena man can be the award yet. It's a council.
Yo, that's
it. You take.
I mean, chair I have 4. Near T4, na men chair my Leonard friend. SYZ it my form will be official, but more boy. Also. Nine chair be being and you ask about 5 phone in our Western phobia. That lawyer baby and never bow. Okay. Now, men chair me, I'm a boss. My mirror Tasra, how on the MD. Ghana Post.
Why this one? Oh boy, you must the face of Ghana Post.
Kakra. Yes, so far so good. You know, that's sexuality education. Same be about my muha. I'm the 2020 elections run up. Then on Dr. Matthew Poku Prempeh Education Minister. Now, omo ye say omo de normal baby ra. Ya de chire mu chihye ni mu curriculum na ya se da bi yam pan if you say etia yesom tia ya mamre ne ya mane nyina ya kan ya ama afi ho asem koda ho na education ni be under previous government no eye bibi basa anti afi na ban no extremely normal enu nti omo ye say omo be review the existing curriculum e wo ho no mo approve nti bi ne sa your friend said man wa ya ba bontin o mo ka ho asem na sebseb yo you say otrofo in dance ni wa brochire asem ne ba ya na Ministry of Education quickly now no o mo release the approved teacher manual it was about this hula about the physical education and health which is an elective course for senior high schools.
Okay.
Manual no over page 17 and yes, page 17. And it can be about sexual. Okay, page 16.
16. Okay.
Common terms: gender, sexual orientation. There was sexuality. I say a broad range of concepts related to sexual feelings, thought, attraction, and behaviors towards other people. It includes sexual orientation, sexual behavior, and sexual identity. Gender refers to the binary categories of male and female determined at birth, and the behavioral, cultural, and then the psychological traits typically associated with each. And the way you adia yinim dada a watchrim you can say obi abobra oba na bema a yehunu wo bra ya wo no
sir.
And the way is so clear. Now, MPP for encophobia, who are home to dinner professor from Pomboatin car say, if you want me, it's just a sable fruit, getting quite food na yetchen. The world class who took cocoa near more, a bit the amount. What is also on Columbia? I saw me a fake. Now, almost dear not know what now. You can't want some. Don't say you beam to a month from so chureko. Some of the proposals need be neck cover, but one giantum and now a faban. What I say?
Okay.
And Naka for the letter Babon thing. Some names say 1 year be a kind. Naka for a year the National Council for Curriculum and Assessment. Press release dated 13 January 2026. I must say Naka clarifies issues pertaining to teacher manual for the senior high school curriculum. And to Oma Chirimu, no me womb, I'm a who said, Sadia no more can, Yadi Omujitum.
Okay.
Fana one approve one on me read the document about how many pages? 341 page document.
341. Wow.
I'm listening now. I mean, President Mahama and NDC, and yes, Sada. It was on my penisum yame. A yame, ɛna aboa ma ɔman na yɛ sɛ deɛ tie
Assemblies of God ni ma
wote ase mapa ɔno yɛ nim na asɔre a ɔkɔ ebi mu ba ya ne nim asɔre ɔkɔ so wote ase ɛnu nti on a more serious note no it is never to nye no credit that say NDC and aban your what your mampani Mahama bontim po so be yes ade nye no credit na me ni asisi a bibie koyi obi frame me a one of my sisters is your frame me about this topic say we dey ankanya asem cross e kan wasem okay because you be clarify no man cost when inflation yes me nua e form inflation adus single digit me bo single digit yes. It been seized for several years.
It's a single digit on the top.
What did I say? Down 5 point something.
Yeah. I drop about 5.
Good.
It was 6 something. Number 5.
Your friend is saying debt to GDP ratio, and then I'm saying from 62 a baba from cry. It been see that, and then can CD dollar. Come on, you know, Akoda
Yenka was sembio.
Sorry, I say. Go and said the Imam Nekano. We 200. You pay be out to me, baby. No,
Benya Coco, Mania, money, and
we now pay the empty never said or more pay be boom. Say by once a jar no more go, and she say, Minister for Government Communication, no more Okaya, I was here, they won't call me brave. So I say, Women's Development Bank. You name say, Ma, woman in Nimsika, sorry. You're fearing. E kaka kra bi kura oba no de betene ama bibia ye eno ntia se yenya sika kura bra eno ne be boa aso masene bodwa nkakra mo matimi de digwa e se oba nya sika fie nso ede eno yenka ho asem yenka ho asem yese sofu bia ono timi kase otimi ko make allegation anka e de o how crebo man mu no na ko ka se alupra be si how mo de cocaine no also ndi nipa we does it have the credibility o ka sama wasi ye high ho tia
yes high ho
de Ghana fo e wasi nyina ye ti ase ni se Ghana fo aso ansu aso ansa mo hu de modro o mo hwe o mo hu MPP amamo MPP for no musu na mo hu NDC na NDC for no o mpani Mahama o ka se mbi se nchirima ene be den e be na temu afo o za nkwati kura o e hu zunzan so ene ba 7 December 2024 nsem se ya no mo ye o o dan Dubai o se tran trosa but this time be enye duma bi ye makwa
da no entisa da no
so dey as here entino me se mo se ntro for papa no mo se no non fab full document number
ye be share no
baby e wa sade ni wom
ogun ase
onti ni nkotwa ade no cover page na nko fa de fufuo bi fa meto ase se ade a ya prove ni abra the college teachers kra omo kira de kra bi mu aba be comment se we mamin kan we nkiro o say ono abu team for jo as a member of the curriculum development team for the SHS curriculum. I can say on authority that the said manual was written in 2023-2024 when you were the Deputy Minister for Education. If government has a direct hand in curriculum writing, which is not the case, then you may need to tell us why you asked us to insert the paragraph. Long story, one of the teachers, Ade Munikum, and on Facebook wall. What I say? And you know, just one of our more test stories. No more person would divert attention. But the Sisudia say, you know, net, you know, crutchna. Young parts are the enemy machine. You say, you can't say, will be abosia. You one you, we are ban you, we are beman you. A free present Muslim person or seek to say, or no, or need to net, need to china.
Or kind of position. Or
some kind of motherfucker say, hey, as Emma will come on comment. Okay, or say, Mijana Biamjina. One penny, my man's was the studio. Say, yen to net, yen to china. NDC, your MPs in the opposition, Chrome, okay.
No him say on one time now, no software or case any time, no deputy.
On a Honda commodity, what this can come to say.
I want to me.
Say, no, now, or Pesel or best score points, you know, take what time or Pessoy. So that's here, but any man and yet much. Mompany and President Kufuor the brand these MPs. Minority then. Ya crap passing law, okay. Proper cultural act and Kaya, they be ye nanka, ya criminalize what's
one man sign. I see be more court in tea.
What has here?
Or no, as soon as man.
Yes, or mom the one sign. Anunti upe woman almost so sano maniswa a MPP party.
No man kwa 25 million.
O man kwa napo. Nona ne
But
this now online. It's never true. You know correct minia. Ken you know correct. E yen troni bi. Ye da nyame asese the lives of TBS was power more ho. Mu 24/7 mu trim amagana for first name tisa o. First no baby for faako. Nti wo na na e kan na asa benne nyame adomo ha.
Obia.
Nti amanfo be hu no kora no untimi nkonkotena baabi na ade a wo ta mo ye watwa no watwa current ayino na ade asase ya wo se ade wewom document no wonye sofo wona so sofo
oda asole ano nya so so ye associate me pese me bo asole ni
ena ni sa asole wo asole ma
I asole ke so
wo mo kwa da so no mo ka
no ye resident pastor we East Legon
East Legon.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I can imagine.
Onye associate o ye
oh minia we dey nya no kre and America then ye Sunday ye was a petam ye kosa na so near no more go na
ye hwe ne o
so that we this attitude say be aduma moro bia wo so fun ye pian se be ye so fun ye pian se ba be
ye serious
wo gu no honu ma se
asemi ni fi o ma asema ba fi
wo ko kan ba kwa ye se bra be yi hu afende na wo dwane
friend ye be
abebu fie
mumro
hey na so kwasha konfo edu ebu ba afende odwane sanka mo wo na ye simple
cra
wo si wo information na wo mo se bra na fa asem ne bre wo si mo ma jimi o mbeche me that is the country you are living in
serious
and me anin sam ne yamo ntungu nya so bia nim enye no kre omo the official documents na babontia is neither here nor there.
Mera say enti a lawyer Stephen Kingsley Benny ne to ne take na yeti no my member also lawyer Dennis Oforituasi
Oforituasi tumasi sesen asebe na di be no cry dem abusuam cry
ye go fetchem
king me na da me ka say me of abako di tumasi nti enya hwe
yanko
your friend de bia me ka say nka communication there political communication there nka bebia ye easy na ye de pa ye bra wo opposition etise bi wako party ase na wakeka keka nuane aboso na ye mu hwie na bye yo umman unhwe wachi unhwe wani because abani ne man to toyi nti asam ne ba o kan bia in my entire life as a communicator I'm communicating sometimes my party in opposition and sometimes my party in government. This is the first time I'm who say, "Oh, communicating my party in opposition."
Boy.
Because enka edu baby we a communicator. Edu baby mo abemu now bomb pipe say yenko opposition because at the end every day you have to defend. But in this case no Unyaya, nanka debia more power because enima no eko se ne wo se eko na me hwe Reverend Tim Fojo e TV so or try say obi defend this asem we eno after Minister for Government Communication abe responding no na TV fo bi call ne hokoka so Minister for Communication say ho prepare ne exuberance bi ene woni mu no de kasa na facts bi anim na papa yi try say obe push asem no e de ato government so na me hwe nanim din say enye we ana na oye Deputy Minister for Education maybe atwam no ene omo na omo de na wo enkola no basic school textbooks mu ana ye aban fufuru bi I say jama me so dai si say no MPP omo members omo communicators any omo MPs omo I say nipa nsuo form so to nsuo na nsuo no de wo kwa wan hwe ya na setentan kura wonya obeso asema enya asem enye ne na ehase say nia dodo na friend ntrumu asem nkomo yi enye ne na ehase ɛyɛ nkɔmɔ a ɛhyɛ aseɛ no akyɛ kakra ɛwɔ manyi obi anim NDC position obi anim NDC appointees any members position obi anim NDC leader ene oye president obi anim ni position obi anim Ghana vice president position obi anso nim ye party chairman ye national chairman Johnson Esedu Nkete obi anim ni position. These are persons that omo take your time omo agina simpie so aka say LGBTQ+++ ye njintu enti bi say mada na obenyane me ubobe lawyer sorry na me sorry now say LGBTQ ebeba so ene a me ntwen make us debi because I know who the president of Ghana is and I know his position. Ye party person and our persons yes some George mo and I brought more opposition crampo no omo force ya me pass human sexuality bill papa no president ankasa kra dwani firi ho eno crampo ma ye gina so suspend parliamentary sitting uwasha eno mu nyina ka ho bi na ma sister ehu ye hi so ka sister sister tokono eno mu nyina women organizer eno mu nyina ka ho bi na ma le hu ye hi because
begin na me uni pa ko wani
because enema ni bi wo ho a oh yes amre na ene ame no ka sei o friend ni jina na ka che say sa de na oye na sebe ye mana kwanya so onye bi mo be ya mi gidi pa so obedo nyame say nyame kra mfa nche no onye bi mu anamo no tu ye no ense emfata na adwuma na oye na omu ne di anim na ye di akiri no ye na ye nchiri ba no kra mpo sa adwuma na ye shen kete ma ne ye no ye kra mpo ye nchiri ma no kra o de man ya ye nye enti se wo na kwanya se o metu sa na mo no ene a on tu sa na mo no nanso no mu nyina si 1 pp abreso ahwe during campaign kra hwe senia ye chichire presidential candidate Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ansa na otimi akwagina ba bia ga say tremo no menso menso woni ho anenso na wonye because samne na ye din so betimi aka because the party position is there the boss jitum the members jitum
I don't want to obey atum.
Only one because on
opposition Bawumia sa
bonne. Last minute to grow bibu no question no say menso me njintu obianti
because of jitum ma eden no ntumi nka
so ta say enti enne no untumi si say omo bomode say nema na no mo ye na ye kan ye no ombe reverse because omo nim say ye nema ehye na fo ebufu nti ba hwamre bi etwam omo bomode say galamse omo de be hye ye say ye nya ho hwe bet eduma no ya eduma na nkasa di hu adanse nti eno oma ya enen nti say first na ubua je say SYZ nkwa na betimi ahwe ana say GBC nkwa na betimi eti ene wo hwe SYZ na lawyer for Esedu si na utimu ntrenwa obetimi akọ internet so akọ hwese ne lawyer for Esedu kan no ampa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama adanu bi o kan say ntumu omemma so ana so kan say omemma so a na che say ne lawyer for Esedu kan eye no kre
okay
so ukọhwe na on ka sa na che say lawyer we kro betra radio TV so a otwantro ochino betra ho a obetie bi untie enti no si say no untimi hihye untimi packaging tron kwakere nkrofo because uko twantro a eno an say adano mi kire me ba say on spelly bibi mame na say so dey mo bi spelly bibi mame obo ade no tu ni phone so ode ni voice o kan wi ode kire me na me say samre no na me chrome light no say da no ye da no eno ye samre no si say dey light what I say eni masisa enti na wose MPP for hwe no mo sisa mo hu bi no mu tu na mo pa se na wo bo brafo a amanfo hu o sisa na wo bo bra pa amanfo be hu say wasesa nti no ntra ho nka say me bobrafo amanfo say me bobrafo nti eye den mi hia councilor e wo say ono so me boni dimboni na amanfo ka say ye nyina na bobrafo Ghana fo ni NDC Ghana fo ni MPP nti Ghana fo nim say MPP for ba power no omko je euro bond e de be ye kenki party Ghana for nim nti Ghana for nim say NDC buy no be si ne ye nkonko ba obosian so omani ko yesin se ne omko ba obosian no no mubu man no Ghana for nim nti no nya fe na wo be gina aka say MDC for si ye di ntumutumu ba e ba abro bia nim say NDC and I sorry tia na senke yan sorry entia any mo anko hu demonstration and boycott to parliament and for so say pass bills and by this time ntumutumu mra obia ye free so ye bi Ghana na so say NDC tisui na president Mahama ye president na ye mu bi so ye members of the party kasa it is sisi NDC decide say yesu ye gi 7 ntumutumu atuma inti mi ma no we na me de betra haka come to my office, come and see my sisters. Lawyers, my one arm, no me man. Na me twem to say lawyer Esi hu. Me twem wo lawyer Joyce hu. Na mako hu lawyer Ebo, na me si lawyer Ebo mi pew. Eye bodam sam do ka tell me say no na yenya. Me nyim tum.
Me da say
yenya da.
Mamenda say lawyer Dennis Ofori Asiedu na etie no so ne take on Sansen semi hono make house Victory Garlic mixture boy echi dombi wunye binum eboa obi ho na akoma boni pepe eto se bia na wonsa ne wona etitiriti woni so tumi okusukusu Victory Garlic mixture na make am for am eboa ma mboja ne circulate che se tumi die frusa ne ma bibia tumi konkan enye na organ ha bibia to adro bia your friend Victory Garlic mixture open ho asem bi sa frɛ 02012938280 and 0242545633 X natural me no hoten sunini lawyer num bi osema num siopa and say si ademo hwe nanim kwan obafia oginit ve no de abafie na chese munya bi anom fi se afi no enya de asoro bi abe block kwan no or the ba program no baba so new year watch night no no besom no baba besom new year so abam wacha de enti mu hwe nanim oba or the bi beba wan fa mba de na mata aka no why X na charm na hotel yo 350 ml we 500 na wo 750 ml nti wonya bi no ma ebebo papa pansumu Paul Amantamesi na di kanfo ebiom onye na wogan ha bibia etonsu obi oba X anas XYZ broadcasting ahimfi ha ye wo depo adodo bi ohia no wonsa betumi akabi sa so na mepa cho frɛ factory was 0596273546 and 0596273547 dodo bi open so wonsa betumi akanom dia bro maybe be etumi akonkan mama sanbra council where enhwe ora Kennedy Oforiata Ana Ken Oforiata. Yes. And it didn't Kenneth Anna Kennedy. Yeah, any mind Kenneth. Kenneth, eh? Okay. Then see Ken Oforiata and Sema Abbey, at any detention eyes hatching on my womb. And my woman saying, see also take on Ken Oforiata and Sema minority or more reactions.
That's say, bra, MPP didn't kunim no 2016. It is person de papa no koda omani sikasma no amafo break kan ho asem senya de
babo be a bit about accountability series no so
okay.
So response happen sema
minister
fosu kwache de betu
okay nti omo kan ho asem pi se wife se ho a ono no ho no ye ni dwuma
wana
Oforiata it is all banks near the anti-basa conflict of interest in Bebom. Omoka wampani anti se kwambi asota ne koho so nko ye adwuma. Oba ye no so nsema oba omoka ye no. Sansam no eba
mu pepepe.
Dey di kan o ma no kwaje bosia bia ono an bank ona ne tuma ne fo. Bosia bia baji bia no. Robon ya da no more percentage.
Omoji ana na waka kase pa.
Tubo kase pa. Nti na akwese na ni akogye ho se agye bosia nti mko IMF background ya be kinki party
ne wachi
party if you say wonim de ne bank no eyede baso a enya afisa adwumade no na koduru baabi ma sɛbsɛbi mpo ɔmo a ɔmo ayɛ asomoma na kwa ahomgye mu sika mpo no papa de ne nsa kɔbɔ mu
asɛmu
okay domestic debt exchange program and I'm so ma fi ne bi mu kra ntimi nya sika nto mo no bi mu nam so hwo nkwa SMD she no ma kese boni kese course o man nyina na papa intasa ase enti bra ohun se eja ye hinato aboa no na o se quickly no ofa no ho adwene nti o se o yare o kwa ko ho ya de aba ne da okoye nenne otilo o ma bio da bona da o se o ma okay nti na o se Ghana mranso wi ase nti na o se abanhwe attorney general ani your friend is officer special prosecutor omohwe na ombetuma fa so se bi omo sabe kana omo bo no wa ma and said down here that sorry omo so ne bi so omo twemo matos omo cheme empire me bon se omra de no sunti ombe so beba e bi se de da me kana omman no se do to bibia no a omman som no ani akuntabuo ne nam public office no comes with accountability the bra wo som man no also we ya wa adwin se brebi bedru a e be from a wo be hu akunta so be ya de bia wo ya no should be able to defend it at any point in time no akasa hu se no ma bi ho ye ya be den se obet ma bu hu akunta anu ntina so man
untimi yano
enti oba na wo ma ebiti sa ato esiemo so mo da fiase ana wo de oda ho bi anye ba bo crash utwi sekan ya
wo sekan no
yes
eno de me kai
enti no mra yem fa no mra ne ni nasam after constitution no article 19 presumption of innocence yabo ko do cry say wo so ko put se bi do
obi emu afo
pani si utimu fan enti amonko uji di se wonye boni bia ade na ntimi ma yitu ware mu ko ya national service obeba o manye no abai na gina court won so o defend no said the prof kan no said na bi mu omun masem ka they should go and defend omo ho ken ba they can defend him ade na so wo ma tiesre ice for no but say be akra bom on fa nemra omon fa nemra ni nasem na nyensa na homa mate say be abam but the be anso de onya bam pe na tra normal immigration issues so na then criminal issues ebam enunti but esanso yensa na homa and Ghana for ye ka kire mo say MPP aban a not three one oye kalabule aban crooks and no mo said na nane kan say bi mu ye
sankwas ne de
what does here
sankwas ne
and one na be deal man now for the first time obi a minister for finance for almost 8 years na ban free so wo dwane afi o man mu akotan bruchire o se on sigana na on sigana china
osuro ne sunsun
isu tell you one people suban sankofo ya no mo se 2028 yensan for man nche o mo nsa
o mo kasa
enyo o mo fere nyo mo ni basi
o mo kasa
Ekwatia Dr. Baumia se o jise pa odigu ho na ama abaye di so mfa so papa won so nyame papa won so nyame edum ne bin si da ebra president Mahama 2016 obo kan wi asensem nyina se bi ndc aba no wo so mo disco mo se when the Ghana free Ghana obi dwane 8 good years nyina o mantra na nto o dwane I don't should tell you say free president Akufo-Addo eba asema matemi du kan say president Akufo-Addo was the mother serpent of corruption no correct because a fucking we are and now koye report or in that no president Kajen say osre na we ninu ent we nyini from oso we nyini from ye to so biom yesi bombo chichi fin suase ebe catch us danti ma wa nyina chi MPP members of parliament about saying 80 sorry jina say kwam bia so omo ntiase makeno for ata and trust your finance minister omo panyina di okay
pa
but no kromo niamai omani so omo ntimi ankamu no kra nkyere boni ana wadi dreamer na oye omo do omo si yenyi no omo pani yi no anyi no and Ken from the one our buy no or buy say one or be pen ho ne car Akufo-Addo share or person di president abusuanja pade otonton ye car wa bo nyina no ne goro boy ne Kenoforiata or the acting ka nyina the president want to be friends omra some of my friends I know akasa what is what can want some
okay yabeko ahoma no so na ye ne ma Dr. Haruna ye ne kodin komo concerning ensema Reverend Intim Fojo edeba ye ne so ni take naka the take was asem no so say nti doc wutia ye mo wa harry edeba inside politics so
yeah good evening
yes doc em say frɛ wa nye bone ensema ora Intim Fojo the two dry ye per se you we take on ma abano.
All right, but when you Dr. Baku, where Professor Samuel Bequin.
Okay, Bequin. Okay, Naka. Yeah. Doc, yente so we take on and sem na abano.
Oh, they put those political stuff I wasn't being following the mediation. They combine in 2024-2025 in school year, no, and I had the curriculum for a call in a high schools. Now, nobody teachers know it me actually, you know, and I'm not sure manual the town manual. And you know, Chikra is a good name. You know, it's for the play and also say PE curriculum now almost train almost train the way I get my identity or much I say woman how drink a car it's very good you know yeah I combine a question with coincidence and by you know one big company we know website near standard as a crown sana it is Reverend Honorable Intim Fojo Council but the president come to say I buy a year that you feel the LGBT and I say take from there but we P4 we are that then identity be more defining a big you know but make a big kind to assistant recorded than all back abontia be kan okay
metwasia ora na say Reverend Intim Fojo na say mo kan no mboguo enya de o say Ghana for yesum ana yetum okay and we the ense umre ye beda se papa also clarification with the mighty Dr. Professor Haruna Bequin, Director General de Ma Naka Onona Yete and Nenkano say Kanaka National Council for Curriculum and Assessment and also Modebine. Don't yen to us
2023-2024 and as I do Satam no Sa also a soften. One more the way a soften. Hey my dad with them when yes first what to say about software what does him say on what time now we hear no say twa ho aba be kan oh wonim yesu no kofo obi wi ade na mu chesina na say wa we fast no we ya bena no fe ohwe no betimu no attend rather face kromfo krom be ba no obo what does nyame anje wa ibeku enu bi na oye no so no adwere na ade enu wa say kwa say attend aba say ye ne atwere so that's it we are living
KJT akonfo
and the can yes KJT suban pepe bi no ye KJT akonfo suban pepe and the can Kenoforiata de ye best sa America fo any Tony Gen mo amfa kena ma me so we no achi na me team sister station ba ko omo access o mampani 1 year no we be call us a friend 95% say so I'm fucking ma me dinner someone omo so o mampani say na no makomanto mo ye oh, do you know Papa Nayano? Ghana, no one imagine call, no who said this city. A trace on the bank, also on Mount or so on Tomawa, where you had an aqua to a fiasse. I don't know any patch will be. A test case for the MPP said the former MP for Subinkai no Eugene so what yes said onam kroma Ghana for nyina hu sem MPP for yakronfo because o finance minister to madwane akotambo chire wanya boni a omra Ghana and 8 good years akufo ado dwada num so obo be say o nyina no yetena Ghana o mampani mahama kachiro na point this mo bia ntu kwan nyina montra it should be very very available for any accountability yankopon ado mfie nwotwe ni akire o nyina wo ha o mani boni bia so but o de wadwane akotambo chire na o twen MPP ba no san ba na ndi Ghana for yesremo MPP for almost sai the bia e kan masema almost ye boa keno for yata onye boni bia nkwakwose abrochire
Sano kosa
no ya de ben
sano excuse or the buy no
se see ice for na nkase no ho den o wan nkase o qualify for detention nti boni ben biem no ya sa ben biem
time ko osre ko ye na time so
bro so
high spike
nti cancer de we de e kwam bia so se de ne bawo. Nobody is above the law. Equality before the law. Article 17. What is it? Yes. Oh, money in Nasam.
Okay. But I say, my member say,
and pictures be and oh, your platform be so. Now, MPP for no. Dudo na anya ya na kanofuri ataba ni edina sem with the speed of light na edina tum no mani agye
ayese o mani agye o Ghana fo ankasa de ba ko a ema omotoma endi sambai no cause ehun se ekwan omofa so di o man ni sika
na ye tan
anodin nti Ghana for hwesa ban boba wanya hwekwa no timi na yenye sika ho ni bidie development
na
omo nya kenepe nipa bebre
unse eya ese NDC ye ba ban mu a minim se eye humo bro se eye boniface bi na ye dwen se wo se ye de chew
omane ho
do onipa na woni no do man no ono ndo man no wado na yede na wo kodo man kodo no ado na se hu abra bible mpo se do wo nyonku se hu e basa se MPP ni ono na ni tua na ye campaign kro ono atimi gira manim ka jam se chale ye nkrofo die mo ba se mo chichi omugumu e no no akofa photos e dey send me say from 1992 me hwe obi ani ho a abrebia ani ho a NDC for yaba yetimi di MPP ni bi atumuda no mumu omomo list to show that ye na yenkro for ye corrupt because omomo list of yenkro for mu de omagu afiase and say we share paper so what they are saying is true say nyame na ye adum na 2024 yehu se omufa kweti kwan so ena omde ye nkrofo ni gumu a na nka ne nchirima ba no mba bejedi ye dai jakpa eni Godfrey Damiase so mu yehu se ye call ni amawa kase sei kase hey no aka hey na amu nipa no aye tuntum ye kase hey na nipa fita no abeda ni nipa tuntum enu na jakpa eni Godfrey Dami yeah recording na man ni nyina be dead se na nye atentren ne mu me atenchia
kwambia so
ye famu a kwambia ye be fast bia de betum bia ye be fam nkane ejuma atofo sinye se nka jakpa anya ne nyame so ejuma anyusu na dwen ena nka kodi sikafun bi achia nka na ejuma atofo sin ya ebua Ghana man nyinai nka ho na beye ewo mu say NDC de dodo wo mu de nanso obia wone mre e atomre ni atomre wo so didi finance minister no eni enti nka de ma wo kina untumi nye ze na ye de ma kanofori ata enye ne mre a wo ye no toro kan no ye de ma wa e bi anka wontumi nya atomre ni nti na ato ye no fefefe no hwe siama anka o mo fa koti kwan de siama so akoto na unim metra medwen am se nkrofo no mo ya beifo ana o hwe nkrofo na o mo target o mo so mpeso mo de o mo gumu na siama hwe na dwuma oye hwe ato forcing hwe na dwuma oye think by this time no ko mienu nyina gum na ọma na basa na fe omo sorry ba no mo communication na smooth no mo twantro no mo kan ehia nyame nti se nkrofo bi what I say nyame onye MPP ni nti wa makwan ti na ame no kasa sa nkrofo ni nyina e wo ho mo ye adwuma e ma Ghana fo ani so sise ni aka no e ye omo ma na mo mutu ye e ho nkontabuo e na duru so ajuma de ashawo sa Ghana for to aba me ka Ghana for to 2016 ye ko to aba me tuka me otina me to aba otina me bom ajuma gidi me ko ti akoto aba mani age o eden a ye be wini because ne wa ban mu minim so ye de eden be fa me ni nana ye otibo ne may so rest in peace Dr. Kabreje ne namu wo fra me class maybe we grab intie because many abre you retain power. Na say you bo resource no baby ameti e wo doctor home ho na mtena ya about 24 hours. Ne dey abana mam. Afi Accra bakra na heading because we back Accra.
That time campaign na oba. No mo shi okay. Oba have campaign. Oh, me anybody never me cause God be back come on former MCs is them boys now Papa be from a boss solo say hey who boys na ba o was them boys na ejuma no de ye boy ye and a man for say NDC for mon ko tena se kakra ni jama mu ni ye transi di o ni jamu na mo fa we na mo de atoa na mo kukuru we na mo de asia ye se enkoyo mo so munye din enkoyo munye din ya din utimi ko bob besia o de bosia sika ne ba na de abe party who does that mo wi adu nyina ye so Ghana fo hu munchi se ne mo ye no ye mpe nkotena nchen yemfa ma enyansafo no mu bu man no na omani ntumpu na omani munya de na omani mu nsisa eno obi eno a obi a obehia na obeka se nemo ma ye diama na ho jira no no so asem so ta se yen ka se Ghana beda ne heavy no beta yesin ra ene yesin ra
200
unya nwanya nchirenya ya de bibiri 5 cities enti ti se Ghana ye ho hihan kakra na mmom ne mo de ye party no wo de ye ngehwe ne mo de ye party no ne mo de go banks no tu no pe mumra na mumubu hu konta eno so wo nyane akosha bruti jo si se wo na wo se omani ya wo de eduru mre bi no omso man no na ye omudi o
omaje
omani ya omudi omaje omman wo no man ya wo de omman na wo se ya wo de awaji de esi ho no be hwe omman so o se memma bra be hwe omman so o se memma ya chu ngewiase de we bibisi ne ya chu shedem na wo ti wo fane ana wo ti ukuro mu ni bi ni a na wada nyame ase because ye ba be you ya mo wa hoto ti se bi sisi ame ho achi baby na me ti se Nicholas am say o rade me da se na ma cross we die ambassador ya chi o abofo achi o do nfa gu achi achechero wo ambassador aba ho o ti debi de medam we ni papa
Mera say Dennis oforiase edu na eti ni take no metene say honorable ana Dr. Clement Apako deputy education minister make us say opapa efim nti nyame ya adoma abosum ye wie na ye bepe opapa crabio nti XYZ broadcasting ejumakui ye we she doctor oni na busua say ye momo yako manyame na no de mo no aso no je me papa bi se on pesa akasa no kra but me si na no nyame asem to oni na busua ina no yɛma ɔmo nkyekye ɔmo rɛ na yɛma ɔmo yɛ akɔ Dr. Clement Park tí ɔno ɔsɛ edi kan ne kasa na ɔsɛ ne voice kura yɛ bibi ɛwɔ hɔ nti na ɛne ɛyɛ owura bɛkɔn di nkɔmɔ nti ɛdeɛ ɛte no yɛtoa so deɛ a NPP obi bɛka sɛ nti yɛn di efi asɛm ada ɛtɔ sɛ bi so a ɔmo ma ɛkɔ so ɔmo no nsɛm bi wɔ hɔ sɛ yɛka bi Doctor and as a Professor Frimpong Boateng.
Yes.
And so a leading member the New Patriotic Party. And Ra between sister station be no Casabina and Nabi Monia. So fruit. So question was it was a near maybe cause for party more kind of crap. But in Sambia, a general secretary, I want to meaning Sawatia.
Oh, yeah, Matinina.
And this in about BB because or so me a fake na do ni we mu na fake omo no omo se on party no omo NPP for papa power ho
Ken Nicholas, yes, I'm saying papa me tie no pai na do be dia
origin man so
yes of I do be dia na ayro ho dey na me ka say professor bra wabo first the Ghanaian heart surgeon no boy our baba establish Kolobu we ne kra hwe bra wabo addition bibia mu ni integrity na amanyo semti
bad decision be o take enti
se chinchira de ba o mi abeba aka na mpede se ye nyina aye pe no mo fa ne mra enti obi aka no kra abronye ti ayisu didi opanifo atemo Ghana abronye Jasin Kodua o ye general secretary no de won te na Professor from Boateng general secretary
oh okay because almost
we say NDC na abone pa na sebi papa no ba bia waduru no de no hia wa brabo mu de na ndisi de bone pa sika anase de and MPP sa na omde ye kobre Japan ya foko omunya de ndisi bata omo ho a onim se sankofo ni nyina no
first deputy
Sammy Crab yeah onim se sankofo nyina omo hu se one grassroots no bo fu omo ye ti de omo ye nyina oba communicate friend face saving no mo ye
Tana be say also call first
now we organizer Abrante also some madam for no that me share no be say na Abrante also call first by no Abrante o ko ye den o who so ko belusu go Ghanaian fro akope ba bi ase and prof can say be was say the omo ye no te o ma se ba ko eno no mo dididie
endra be tie na ibi
was say eno
agosi abofo
party egu ane asebu mo efo
was say eno no mo dididie enti de omo ye no mo we omo ko je ho akatua na nka bonye di atemu nka hwe na prof asema no kai o se o andis na abon panti o be yina di
bibi koso na no manum ya oka
and eye se no ma bi se epa so that's it because mo makwa election mo lusu from out of your friends 276 constituencies say about me winning around just 70 something. We want only 78 or so. What can you support away? Can be no one come back to us. No more access it. NDC, very loose 2016. We can have a fast build a party. We come fast build a party. What can you say? One trans you know, what's the entire party near fake and they say MPP, there be almost as here. Reorganization shall from the base grassroots. Now the ambassador, where they see the catch ya done no. In the table to us say, yeah, shall see if flag bearer and Sanya Yam. So that's because Baumia, one to Abaman, Jagini and said the same delegates, no, Baumia Bessan winning. Edam Yassi,
Tamo Muye in a favor, no.
Edam Yassi, so Miss Andy Baumia side.
Almost as well a more branch.
Yes. Enti ba omiano okwa den campaign okoye MPP communicate about Ashanti region the one na you ha
Professor
no be say ba omiakwa den campaign pansi dollar no den no ba beka
digital na
den no beka enti eye say omunyina ye omadwu say kwan bi aso no ba omiano den beba eboye en nyame adom ampani mahama baaye wo hwe kwan ofa so a ototo no ma efe mamu ifie ba ko ne atiro seb you pin kura nyina yo o mani pin nyina Omani pin crying right. And when you see a mamu.
Serious.
But MPP every day na corruption scandal see. Where bana mugu so amoya ko no be freshim. Who pick ya na dey adu fufu abo now regraphy.
One day one scandal.
They serious. So that's it. But they can say a Ghana force MPP one omunye serious too. Kofo no mo no from sycophants. As omo tatal kofo bi hu no mo pebibia ewu.
Ono hin bi so omo ye
sankwas. Yes. Enu ntino prof asema wo kan de o si etie ni ye. Ba omo alusu poto. Dem olusu ye. Nka mo nyina ntanse mfa adwene. Dem ntina ba omo alusu ye. Ye konda asem ye kwa akọ kire Ghana fo. Mo de omo seda. Sabi yo nya wota makrom nyansafo a omo beka no kofo kra abronya ni di natem e wo mo national council
we didi natem
abronya didi natem se omo pani kofo akoka se adenti na mo sesa party ne shebre it was a party no ye sha see free polling station adenti na mo di free so aba adenti na akoka sa na abronya we e didi kofo atem no wi abegira on se Ghana fo nto aba mamo
pani
so that's it enti ye de yam tonsa emfa nhira yebusuefo what you say
e basa kra nya
kra yeah for ye gunsa dome se bo mo mpa yi
ndu mpo mo yi okonya finance minister na ba omiya ya
so that's it I don't think they can say NDC where party uba party leaders ba general mosquito fifikwete ya mean well composed national officers
yeah correct
they are in control uba abamu so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama experience the best teacher
honorable chief of staff
on kasa oye na dwuma kakra panise ahwene pa wo enya den enkasa eno na omano Ghana fo ye omo fe na obi ani age so just here ko mo de nya wo mo ura bi so mo opposition mo kumobu aso ase omo ko apais we nyina chema Adam Mahama omo de asid kuno and the one what there enyama mo where you warm up to the main action and Ghana police omo engineer here because started first so ka first one on papa amanfo ni na where there you say the basic crime
first mo kom krum
so that's it because omo petrol cry you be say ni bi o you be petrol ama omo no mo dey action party no
na Kennedy ya ko say Dr.
madam show down ti show down papa na ba so that's it but the good news is that security of the state is intact.
Oh, why not?
This time we men try because yen try home mon fan ya me say Gary. Ya me adom o manu koye. And this amo the osan ka mo yen say mo kokko trase na mo hwe mo ba aban mu mfie nwotwi de na mo ye yentie ma polling stations bebre mutumya 00000 ebi asida Nanka ma try say mo be package mo next be 30-50 years. Say mo be ya kono biem. O dey say
we nya party ketua bi.
Ama Ghana fo ahwema. Mo dey mo hu eno. Mo ma adwin say de mo benya die na mo dwun ne. Omo nkoso ano mo nye. Na President Mahama Nyankopon kan ho ma na hoden na no ma pa ekoso no. Afi Women's Movement Bank eba. Who's a more program or increase budget no about 150 million cedis. Wow. Yes. And Omembia betumpoa ejina nsanduma. And who's a more almost on some transportation. That's the exceptional aspect of it. And at the National Apprenticeship Program so and also Koso. Woma ya fa womu aye tro mu sanu dwuma obi so be pamade obi so be yetre obi so be carpenter obi so be mason wo mu nyina ye tete wo mu ni ewi aya mo makade a mo de ko bia o mo ankasa dwuma no ma ye dwuma ni ye we nyina na mo de mo se ntokwa na mbeko a woni de tie ye be pass asinyantama ma wo mu ni do makogu so ni ja wo mu so mo nko
bisi mi wo scan
o ti asie
momento gloves nchiche mo mo
one solid year o manu pink crown to form we say adeketo a achievement keto a eno na ye o mo ye ntia o ma ya from the gold board and fa press conference bi o mo ye o mo nufu sorry o mo ko fo na bi kura manufu
sa
o mo pucha no Whatever. Me yeah, children.
Nana hamba yo, mami msasa.
Ah, oh yeah, pichano. Oh me. Ah, me delete ana. Kwa do pon ko mamu. Me we na say ya kwa ukro ba nufu. Unya we. On za fu. So I people don't need to know. General Secretary, minimum. That originally organizer Kumasi and na bo na be so na Ken Wesi what you say, but it's about the party first. Individual. We two are now a party first. So party no tell a company mama kind no. Party no na e ponkono. So ponkono ya hoden sabi wo de abofra kwasi so a ebetum do akọ
na me na medi party anim me yes
what you say
me nko biemu
na party no mama party na rusu sei
poto
mo de mo se kakra mbenya die nti mo mo bi nkasa obi abie na no ahan eye mayem pa omo koso no mo ye and Ghana fo ehu omo subai say one omo ye disorganized people, two they are so corrupt say omo finance minister awie o mani sika adwane akota America, and this is not the first time Kokani papa history. So I'm saying papa finance minister. Onya we, the papa was a finance Kokani history.
Yentio Dennis.
Hey, my boss, Dr. Comrade Neka said, "Maybe a party there. Penny, I was in Penny womb. Nankola, Emrantie, any maba, and so womb. It took a two party be. Na mpanifo na sa o party ni ana mrantie ni party ni mrantie ni maba ni party ni ma na chese party no ada se egu ana egu because mpanifo no ene wonum de ewo party no ho atetesem ene ekwan a party no e fa so de bedroom pempen so adru a umbetimi aka kire mrantie ne maba no no mo so ma build upon no ama party na begina ho ndi se onya akoto party bi na party no empenifo eni se wo mu bi ma it is a party na nye party bi imagine say your NDC party e wo na Alhaji Mama Idrisu oni se wo hwan bi
Hudu yaya mo
befa hudu yaya na oni sewu obefa ofosu ampofo na oni sewu obefa Anthony Jampo oni sewu obefa Kofi Potofe na oni sewu nti poamo na omunim party no meneo debi omuno party no transition fee ebinim ho ti se Dr. Kwabena Jemu ne omo nyame atunsa from no nanso abra na no omo di party na anim no no foso ampofo mu ne Haruna Idrisu mu nso ye youth organizers ne ho organizers omo ka party no ho edu mebi no omo so omo move ko omo anim e ma ebi mu ti se yabo atija mu e be take over as organizers enti wo na e bia wa ba foforo no you be fan say Hanabisu or Abaye women organizer. She can't be the person only meaning because maybe na ma benyu ado ho Anita Disosu baye Haji abaye nti omu nyina wo ne man kitin bia o masua kokoa mu o metimi afre no o minua ba we no ye mreso ne ye ne se nti som na se omo ka kire no wo dan mu na wonti a ye de be ba bonten nti ansana obi ti se nimdiefu obi ti se Professor Frimpong Boateng ebe funu no amana babonti abeka no na chese waka no kokua mu mamrante no amfa na sem no anye hwe etizie no nsuo ataya ponchire ni no betimi agya ne wo because waka omuntie enunti ena ene ode ababonte na enyo no nko so na kan emrante ne mfa nyehwe impenifo mu di kan ka impenifo bi ti se nyaho tamakuru waka ma wabre na no mitie interview bi a na all responded to treatment of the Professor Frimpong Boateng. I say na wa mumu ya amu e dem aba mo sibu be Professor Frimpong Boateng. Or Professor Frimpong Boateng ne krampo say current MPP no onka ho. Na ade onka ho no wi na fi mai de. Onipa say MPP ne wo ho enne no. Eye fake because nimdiafo nim nti ono no say nimdie ni no onka ho. Wo so say who trigger processes edia eject no menka hu ni afim na nka menka hu abede ono afim da nti what dey na so koye ne de eye exercise hu bi keke na akoye part ne nya akono enye wo bobre ne say obi draw attention say part ne nya akono na ngaw na akoche na we wo bobre ana nia asedi ewo wafra ne say ube sisi party ni ye ube ma party na attractive no Justin Kodua say na MPP tia nko be ka top general secretary di na bi say na MPP tia nko be ka top organizer di omunyina na bi nimdifo bi aye party na ma party na ya kono enti no mo ba so mo ba be chairman mo be di say ene ye bo mamu a mo hwe na mo ye we troka we na memeba amema yiska ma breaking chinchi edi amon fasem ni nam kita file bi sebu na me da kotua school fees unyi every school a mra so sa beto aba wo se me MPP ni ye memeba
okay
me mwo me ya wo hwe na momu na wo za unnimu nyansa
Not 30 seconds.
You ma me fan chia me penfobi. Ma me fan me chia na na John Kujo Obasinkre. Afi MC Paul domebo number 2 Honorable Silas or hwe obi bia ni. Alaji NNJ say you be kwa oduru ha ba de sa wa biem mo bi etie. And afi ye wo ku bi happy family. Me chia mani na obi amra.
Me ne waka say ma wo man chia kra mini bi wo tapabuto ase ye friend ayon no ye san kanu agbem se gakpo me da se dade me chiao
me da se mamenda lawyer Stephen Kingsley Benie Mendana say ono no ye deputy managing director de Ghana Post sa so na lawyer Dennis Ofori Asiedu ono so a member of the NDC communication team ekuku da me no mo baaye ebeboa me di dwumedi bro me amedi dwumedi ho chiam ye from Nicholas ya owusu yosen mamenda production team ni na ase Mr. Kelvin Asante Mr. Raf Jampo omo wo MCR home ba cameras awuli Osofo Prince ne Francis Kofi the boy omuna eboa dwumedi menua ba Lizzy Sunu twi menim kama pa mema musui ohene babo amabene akra Kofi da kon one Poma Checheku na the news papa in a can brain news de chino programs are running now so ye the beto so we feed in cost on the power 97.9 FM and TV XYZ yes one ba you say have a wonderful evening.